Hey everyone, PJ here from Games Overboard. We're a couple weeks late getting this video out. It's crashed on me a bunch of times before, but I finally have our unboxing of Cysmic edited, ready to go. And we also interviewed Jason, the designer, as we unbox it. And if you're familiar with the other times that he's been on the show, we ramble and go on to all kinds of other topics, from movies to shipping and all kinds of stuff. So I hope you enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed having him on the show again. And I hope you enjoy the video too. All right, here we go. We're doing an unboxing with Jason Blake here on the phone.
Yes! Yes! Amazing.
And yeah, so none of these guys have seen anything because I kept all the pictures from them.
He kept them all to himself because he's a dirty boy.
We just want to jump into it?
Hell yeah!
All right.
I lost all my cracks.
Look at all that cool artwork!
It is mine.
All the factions.
Oh, I like the cats.
And there's
Everybody's gonna play those cats.
I guarantee you I am.
Wait, in the cat faction, do you get to just do this and knock things?
You do. You literally do. There is an ability for that. Yes.
Oh my! It's the only thing that will combat PJ's just stomping on you with his.
There is literally an ability called SWAT, and you can knock people's units into the lava off the edge of the map.
So awesome.
Have you seen the ads for the game of cats knocking things off tables or whatever it's called?
All right, for the camera.
Yes. Amazing. It's Foundations of Seismic.
I mean, I feel like that one there with the two guys was just us as blondes. It's on that side. Yeah,
You see? All right, I'll hold it like this since I've already seen it, and you guys can just start
playing with your chest.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Who wants to pull out first? Oh, Matt, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's long.
Jealous.
Okay, what color did you get? I see purple. I see yellow.
I got yellow.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I got
That's
green.
where we're... Yes, purple.
Purple.
Oh man. So
Purple?
leave my nurples alone. So
It's not really
this
showing
is
anything.
so good.
Okay.
So I got to watch a lot of the devlogs that you had. In fact, I was there when you were talking about these. They look so incredible to actually have them in hand.
It's so nice, isn't it? It's so nice. It feels solid.
It's surreal. Like,
It really is.
You know, we were talking in DM on Discord, and I'm like, Seismic has always been this abstract thing. Like, have you heard of Seismic?
I've heard of seismic activity, but this is ridiculous. Oh, this is great. Like,
wait till you see the minis, and wait till you feel the relic tokens and the launch button and all of the stuff.
Yes, these definitely are.
Here.
Oh yeah.
Those are awesome.
Those acrylic tokens. I mean, all of the stuff that I put in, you would normally pay for in another game. Like all of these would be add-ons for other games.
Look at that.
yeah.
Huh.
So, Jason, we do have something wrong on the green board here. There
Oh my
seems
god.
to be just a little
A
defect
little
right
nick,
there.
but nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing too serious.
Nothing to write home about.
Like,
Oh my god.
I wouldn't throw it away because of that. So
Return to sender.
everything else.
Done with this.
This is stupid!
I remember when we were talking about how you were trying to get the plastic top
Oh yes.
to fit everything in. This is awesome.
So,
The fact that this is finally in our hands and we get to see how everything fits. This is a tight fit. That's what
Yeah.
she said. Giggity goo.
what is this well for?
That's for future stuff, PJ.
I wasn't sure
future
if
stuff.
cards went in there or anything. So
Let's just say those might be last resort cards coming soon, possibly.
So, Jason, I don't. Are we getting any of this, by the way?
Yeah.
The top. So,
here. There you go.
I love these flags. I thought they were going to be bigger, but
That's what she
is
said.
perfect.
Wait till you see them actually on the buildings. They really, everything just works. Like
Or
it
wait
so
till you
works
see the buildings.
so well.
Yeah, I haven't seen the buildings yet.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
The
love
mechs.
detail on this.
Matt,
And
look at
this
that
is-
mech.
no.
Look at the detail of this mech right here.
yeah, that's
Look at the detail of that mech. Oh my gosh.
And these no,
Fantastic.
you got the wash right.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
did, yeah.
this-
Yeah, I got the wash.
This looks great.
So Matt's does not have the wash, so you're gonna have brighter colors. It's gonna pop more on the table.
Oh, look
Until I
at
decide to wash
this.
it.
Yeah, right.
Like even the pieces here for the ship. Oh, they're That's right. We talked about these. These are
Yes.
yeah.
Magnetic. Yes.
Oh, I love it. Jason, these pieces look absolutely incredible. Like, just
Yeah.
playing it on Tabletop Simulator is a hell of a lot of fun. But I think this is going to definitely be the way to play.
Oh yeah, for sure. TTS is great. It's great for what it
Okay, so-
what it provides. But
I was saying,
man, yeah.
They
Yeah.
magnetize into your stack, into your ship.
Yeah, you'll see that on the bottom layer.
So they're not
Um,
going to magnet like that. You actually have
But
to put
the
them in your
orange
ship.
ones do not photograph well. Every time you showed off the
Oh, really?
flash, the orange, I'm like, all right, it's fine. But looking at these in person, like the orange is so cool looking.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna put mine back together here so we can get to the rest of the stuff. I love that the command cards sit right here, and then everything else goes on top of it to just seal it in. That's
You can literally hand an entire tray for a game of this size. You can hand an entire tray to a player and say you're good to go.
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
It's
I love it.
amazing.
It's ridiculous, but it's so cool.
Yeah, well, my first comment was it's that big?
There's a lot. There's a lot to it.
I am greatly impressed. I do not have a place picked out for this thing yet, and
Yeah, the blue.
it's just
So based
Wow.
on Matt's comment, you can tell this is his first date.
Fantastic.
pause the recording.
Come on, if you're gonna kill me, do it in front of a live audience. I don't care.
Imagine if we had the original size of this thing.
Oh my
oh
god!
my.
Oh God, yeah.
Well,
It would literally still need to be in the crate. I mean, the crate.
right.
Oh, the crate was insane.
I love that.
Gray,
color.
yeah.
The
I
gray
knew
looks
you would
incredible.
gravitate to
Look
the
at the
gray.
blue.
You'd
The blue
gravitate-
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
I would gravitate.
That's
Is that what you
really-
said? Wow, I need to hit you for that one.
Why? You've been butchering the English language for years.
I know. I'm good at it.
That remains to be seen.
No, I see it clearly every day.
So, Jason, I asked
Rain
in
is fine.
Discord, but since you're on the horn here, I'll ask you too.
Well, he's on the video.
Yeah, well,
He might be on a horn. We don't know.
yeah, who knows? He's on a chair, actually. I think.
I'm sitting on a horn right now on my chair.
Oh,
Um,
tuba, I hope.
I just
I'm not saying it. Nope.
I'm gonna
a little uncomfortable.
I'm gonna mail you the horn after I'm done.
Oh wow! Ooh, I feel special.
It's a drinking horn.
What was your question, BJ?
So, when you store it, do you keep everything like the relics or the buildings in baggies, or do you just put them in the wells, like in the compartments, and just leave them be?
So the habitats I leave in the two wells down in the bottom tray in tray D. The all the cards I separate out into various places, but then the relics I do keep the relics in a bag, and I do keep the dice independent, but I keep the relics in a bag. I keep the trimmer tokens in a bag. And then I keep the combat markers in a bag, just because I think that's the easiest.
Yeah. Combat markers I was going to keep in the bag for sure, just to protect them a little bit.
But the relic tokens, man, those things, oh, golly, those things are
They're
amazing.
so cool. And they've got some weight to them.
Yeah, there was a couple of people that posted earlier just saying, like, they thought they were ready, but they weren't ready.
Okay, so this tray, this is the train tray. This has a nice fit. I like that I actually had to struggle a little bit to pull it off.
Yeah, right.
That
Yes.
tells me it's nice and tight and giggly.
Yeah.
So, and we did talk about the terrain and how you're working on this. The terrain looks fantastic.
You know,
Those mountains
after-
are so
Go
cool.
ahead and get a.
What's really crazy, by the way, is the Long Pack. All of the team at Long Pack, they actually think that the mountains are their favorite part of the whole game.
Really?
And I'm like, I like the mountains. Don't get me wrong, but like, I'm like the mountains are amazing, but like I have so many other things that I actually love way more. But when I asked multiple employees at Longpack, they all seem to like the mountains the best. Like it's like one of their single favorite things for the whole game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
they're so cool.
These are incredible.
I wouldn't say they're my favorite, but they're so cool.
Oh, the crystals feel so good to hold.
Yeah, the crystals are like little Jolly Ranchers. I just want to
They
like,
are.
I just want to
Wait.
pop each one.
Wait.
Wait,
Put it in the
Wait.
slot.
what? Really?
Ooh.
Oh! It's orgasmic. Oh my god! Hold on, no, I gotta put more in.
Wow.
Oh, that feels. It looks so cool.
And you didn't even see where the blueprint tokens go on that same board on the other side, and they slide.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, here, I'll...
Yeah, do it. Do it for me, PJ.
Blueprint. Not on the right color, but blueprint. And...
Bring it.
nice.
I gotta slide that myself.
Very nice.
You flip it over, and then you slide it, and that's the 3 states of the blueprint token during the game. And then you have the orange influence cube goes right down the middle of the track, up and down,
Yeah.
and then you have your lorium. And then if you'll notice, and if you grab PJ, if you grab some more units,
Don't tell me what to do.
you can
Tell
show
them what to
them
do. Tell them what to do.
two units to 2 troops or 1 vehicle, and you can show them how it fits in the prison on the side of the board.
I put 2 utes in there.
And they slot
Look
in.
at that.
And those are in prison, but it's even better that you can take a vehicle and it also fits in exactly the same spot in the same way, and you slide it backward like that.
Nice.
That's so
And that shows you how much stuff you have in your prison at any given moment.
I'm sorry. I just have to point this out because of the purple color. I'm getting Galactus vibes off of this.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
The helmet,
Galaxy.
the container on the top of the harvester always kind of reminds me of the Galactus helmet too.
Or
I'm with-
a bacteriophage virus.
I was
yes.
thinking virus.
You know,
so
like it's that
With the
same-
legs and everything.
Yeah, the
Yep.
canister up top with the DNA, and then the
Yeah,
legs
yeah.
that come out.
Yep.
It's the coloring for me that just gives me the Galactus vibes.
But yes, definitely the purple for Galactus. Yes.
Oh, this is absolutely incredible.
Like all of it is just unbelievable in terms of production.
And here we've got the what are they called? The character sheets here, or
All the factions. Yes, the faction sheets.
That's right. I'm gonna be sad if we're not in this game.
My tile is it's in here. The well house.
Yep, it is. It is there.
Yep, I already got some pictures of it.
That is. Oh, I love it. Checkers.
Chess.
Oh no, that's just the one side.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he could see the other side before I put it on my
Here, let's make some space. We can put it down.
Are you sure? It's probably bigger than the table.
I've tried. It does fit.
Oh, the innuendo.
Look at that.
Matt, have you heard the podcast before?
Have you heard the good word?
Where's my lid? I need to get my top on. I feel naked.
Oh.
Oh,
So that's the
So
border.
PJ, I am curious. I want to see how yours fit together for the puzzle pieces because that's always been a
I know.
point for a lot of people. Mine fit together from the original production or copy. Mine fit together with no issue. They were tight. Don't get me wrong. They were really snug. They were really tight.
Tight like
But
a tiger?
Doit.
Yeah, mine are tight. They're tight enough where I'm nervous to pull them apart. That one's supposed to be
are they? But you just press them together and they go together, right?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
That's a good tight fit.
That's what she said.
Giggity.
Oh, the Rocky one. There we go. Okay. Rocky one give me a fight, but we're good
Well,
now.
yeah, he was listening to Eye of the Tiger. Hey, you guys set
We
me
got
up
the
for this.
seismograph.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Box.
Oh, the seismograph is curved to fit against the board.
Yep.
I like that.
So, yeah. I don't know if that's...
There you go.
There it goes.
Here, I should give you back
So nice.
the books. Actually, it's the tray.
The tray.
This is like
Final tray.
This is like a novel.
And it started as 18 pages when we learned this game a year and a
Yeah.
half ago or whatever it
It
was.
did. It did.
9.
Ah, you couldn't have just
Okay.
held out for 10 more pages?
Fantastic.
The launch button!
It's so clicky. It's so clicky.
This is mine.
I love it!
You should have made it like a paper punch.
Listen to that. Oh, man.
Okay. I have a question. We have a pad.
Yes.
What's this one for? Because I don't remember this.
Echoes of Humanity. Oh, is that, That's not co-op mode, is it?
It is not. It is for
a,
competitive.
Oh, it's for how many people you leave behind,
Yes.
right?
That's right. That's
okay.
right.
I do remember.
Okay.
So, here's the ship, and you changed that angle. PJ, you doofus.
He's not a doofus, he's a dink.
Right here, we got all of the magnets in there. So that's where the magnets go.
And if you'll notice, I even added a profile of all of the different modules inside the ship.
Oh, you did?
Oh.
Oh,
A lot of people don't see that.
oh, that's so cool. Look at that. That is awesome.
Oh.
It's little things like that. That was a lot of work, by the way.
Incredible. Oh my gosh.
That was a lot of work.
I bet. That is so neat. Yeah, this is definitely mine. The gray is awesome.
Here's the bottom one.
It's so satisfying.
Wait, I think it goes, does it go this way?
There.
That's so cool.
Yeah, the biggest one at the bottom, the warp drive, is probably the loosest one, but it's the most mass with the the magnet. But if you put any of the other ones in, I mean, none of them fall out, but the other ones snap even more. And remember, you can look and see where it goes, and then it'll just snap in place for each one of them.
Yeah, for my purple one, the third one down, the round one, that one was pretty loose, but I mean, yeah, for the most part, they are snug in there.
Gotcha.
Look at the fucking rug.
Building a ship.
Roll the ship over your
Oh,
enemies.
the washes on this though.
They look so
are just
good.
So cool.
Wrong camera.
Wrong camera. Now it's the right camera.
Yeah. I love the yellow. I'm a yellow player, but yeah, I love the yellow.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. I wouldn't take you as a chicken.
I'll make it.
Or a Coldplay fan.
Well, or a Coldplay fan. Just don't get caught on that what is that thing
You're
called?
missing
Jumbotron.
The
We're missing a
Jumbotron.
magnet.
Right?
Is it
Yeah.
a magnet?
We're missing our magnet! Oh no, it's not there.
Is it in the tray?
Is it actually in the ship?
No.
Okay.
Is there literally a hole where the magnet is?
Yeah, there's just a hole where the magnet should
I
be.
mean, if you would change the camera, I could show him.
Check and make sure that. Did you already build them all, PJ, or no?
No, not yet. I only built purple, and we're building gray for the first time now.
Ah, I owe you a magnet.
I guess. I mean, I could just...
I mean, it fits in there fine. It's not
Yeah,
it just falls out if you do this.
That's actually the very first time I've heard of anybody not having the magnets in place.
Well, my guess is if we took a trip to Michael's, we could find something that would work.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's not a big deal.
The magnets, that's
Yeah, if you
that's
send me
not
the
a
size...
non-issue.
If you send me the size of what magnets they used, if you know that, then...
Yeah, I do actually.
I can take care of that. That's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make you do that.
Do extra work. I mean, talking to us is enough work.
Yeah.
You want to change that camera again, PJ?
No.
You're really bad at this.
Shut up.
At least he got it to work right.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Here, play the building.
Oh, buildings.
There you
So we got here at 6:30,
Well, it was after 6:30.
and we got down here. No, we got here at 6:30. We got down here to start doing this just a little after 6:30.
It was like 6:40.
Yes, they
It
do.
took him until you got in the call to quit dicking around with all the cameras.
Well, the cameras all worked. Everything was perfect. So I'm like, you know what? We're gonna screw around with the green screen then. Like, if we have
Yeah.
time, we're just gonna screw around with the green screen.
Sure.
And
Oh, these
And he
buildings-
did.
they made fun of me.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is why. Because he had it. Oh, that's great. I'm not going to touch it. Don't touch it. I'm going to touch it. What the fuck, PJ?
Whoa! Metal?
The relics.
Nobody's ever ready.
This lid is even heavy.
I think that lid is absolutely fantastic.
I really like these buildings. These are pretty awesome.
Oh, PJ, have you not put the fracture tokens in the bag yet?
Not yet. I wanted them to, feel them and everything.
Yeah.
And
You gotta put all the tokens in there and then dig your hand around in the bag. It feels
yeah.
so
I play
good.
with Jason's sack, guys.
Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on.
It is so awesome.
So Jason, your sack is a little stiff, but it's nice. It feels really delicate.
Does it feel good? Yeah, it
does.
feels good.
I'll just rub my face all over it.
Does these go in there?
Yes, they do.
All of them?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you please open Jason's sack?
Here we go. Surgically.
And do you just store them in the box in the sack then?
Yeah. Once
was
I
my plan,
put everything in there.
He keeps
Yeah.
his tokens in his sack.
I always leave my sack full whenever I can.
Obviously.
A good sack.
Just to be prepared for anything.
Jason, it's velvety smooth.
It is.
You must have a good
Just watch that red. Just watch about that red rashy spot on the side.
Yeah. It's I feel that it's a little red. You might want to get that looked at. That little red
It looks a
spot.
little irritated.
PJ, these all came with bags?
Yep.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, they all came in bags.
Oh, just
I
putting
haven't
your
seen
hands in
a
your
game
sack
like
just
this.
feels so good.
I know, right? No punching necessary. All these came like this.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
The punching
Not a
never
single-
bothered me.
Not a single punch board. When's the last time you got a game of this size with no punch boards, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Have you put your hand in his sack yet?
No.
Oh my god, it feels incredible.
I just put the stuff in his sack.
Yeah.
I just stuffed his sack.
Go ahead, reach into his sack.
Oh, I'm getting too old for this
It
crap.
feels so good.
Do you like that, Jason?
Does it
Oh yeah, I love it.
The sound it makes. Good, Matt.
All right, what's collapsing? Two of them. Bottom row of the forest.
Oh no. Here you go, Matt. Get your hands.
Those tokens I am very, very happy with. Those things, the printing on those fracture tokens are beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Ooh,
They feel great.
it looks like row 5 is gone.
Oh no.
Of the Savannah.
These metal tokens are so... Whoop, there they are.
Whoop.
Those things are-
Oh, they're just see-through, aren't they?
There it is.
That's not working.
Well, let me take a look at that. Oh my gosh, there's heft to them. Oh my gosh, there's heft to the hat. Oh my, the whole bag. I love it. Oh, these would be really good to throw at someone.
Slingshot.
Oh,
Slingshot
that's
ammo.
so good.
Man, when I was a kid, I loved shooting things with a slingshot.
Feels so good. Oh man. I'm sorry, but you have to take it after John Hammond spared no expense. But you're not lying. You really didn't spare any expense. He's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Frozen?
Let it go.
Samantha?
Oh, there he is.
Ding dong?
Well, that was weird.
We had a really great shot of you there.
Yeah, you just going...
I bet. Yeah, that was really weird. I don't know what the heck happened. My laptop just rebooted out of nowhere. I was like,
Oh,
what
I
the
hate
heck?
when that happens.
That was very weird.
Mine will just
Anyway,
lose
I'm here.
Wi-Fi. Great.
Did you have an update, maybe?
I didn't have anything. I don't know what the deal was. It just all of a sudden just was like,
"Fuck this, I'm done. These guys are dumbasses." And you committed. So, okay, this was the horrible joke I was going to tell you guys. So, Jason, I'm sure you heard Chuck Norris passed away.
yes.
Yeah, it was really sad. So I didn't find out until my friend's group, whom is aptly titled "The One Where We Tell People," the one where we tell each other celebrities die. Came out, just all it was Chuck Norris, and I went no, and I had to look it up to be sure, and then she told me as well. So, oh no, this is really sad. So my friend chimes in with, Chuck Norris didn't die. Death is afraid of him. He just got tired and used Chuck as his replacement. So I said, so next time I want to die, I have to pray to Chuck Norris. He says, yes. So that's great. He never listened to me before. So,
Nice. Yeah, I was actually pretty sad about that. I mean, I think it's kind of a pretty darn big deal.
it is.
And you know, the news was kind of like semi-nonchalant, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, this guy like was like a meme. I mean, how many like, you know, celebrities are so culturally universal that like no matter how old or young you are, you know who this is. You make jokes about. I mean, this guy was a phenomenon, and the news is like, yeah, Chuck Norris died today, 86 years old. And in other news,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, what? You know, what the hell?
Like, I was listening to, or not listening. I was reading some comments. People going on about how Chuck Norris was a great fighter, but Bruce Lee would beat him every time. No, Bruce Lee was a fantastic fighter, and even in interviews, Chuck said, "I love Bruce. He was great, but he was all show. I would beat him." And I don't doubt him.
Right?
This is really sad because now all of the jokes. You know,
Yeah.
you can't have.
I mean,
Chuck
yeah,
Norris
so
jokes.
much.
Well, I mean, you could, but
So much goes away now. You know, I mean, the jokes aren't as, you know, they're not going to be as good. I mean, it's kind of like the whole Betty White thing. I mean, my God, she made it almost to 100. She was like a month away, right?
right.
So close.
Oh, Betty.
She's another treasure.
I mean, she was a firecracker up until the end. You gotta love it. So I'm not gonna lie to you, putting this board together is really satisfying. What makes
I love
really
it.
nice, and we've talked about this before, is having that lip all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's really nice. Because other games like this, you know, things slide all over the place and it gets
So BJ, did you show them the edge of the board is magnetic?
Yes. I'll show it for the video though, but yeah, this
Oh,
snaps
yeah.
right down.
Ooh.
So everything.
There's magnets and iron actually laminated into the cardboard.
magnets.
That's so cool.
How do they work? Come on, you knew that was coming.
Man, no, but we were hoping.
Hope all you want. I will destroy all of those.
So how busy have you been this past week dealing with
Oh my God!
everything? Like, it must have been nice and quiet for a little bit as the boats were in the water.
Yes, it has been. Well, you know what's really crazy is the amount of personal and professional things completely disregarding Seismic going on this week have been completely abnormal. And then throw in the culmination of 8 years of development and delivery and work and showing up on people's doorsteps. And I'm trying to keep up from basically Wednesday to today. I haven't even hardly seen anything. I mean, I'm glancing and I'm seeing it and I'm going, oh my God, this is amazing. I want to tell everybody all these cool things. And then I'm in the middle of like 100 things.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what is like going on at any given moment for you. Just the number of times your name gets tagged.
Oh my God, yeah.
Discord and things like that.
Well, and you know, there's so many people on Discord. Like, in fact, right before I got on the call, like, I mean, seconds before I got on the call with you guys, West Todd writes me, PMs me on Discord, and you know, he's been very instrumental in helping me. You know, he was the one that even recommended Moco Logistics over in California to get the games out to everybody. I was originally going to go, you know, through various other channels, and he was like, nope, Jason, let me tell you who to use. And I'd never even heard of them. And so he was like, nope, these are the guys you got to use. So I reached out to them, got in touch with them, and had a good relationship initially, and they have been amazing, you know, all the way. You know, and West was the one that got me involved with several people online. And of course, West was the one who did the original videos for me with Jesse from Quackalo, which are still some of my absolutely favorite videos that have ever been made about Seismic.
Their enthusiasm is just infectious.
Absolutely. Yeah. They have been amazing. So, you know, West wrote me literally seconds ago, you know, before we got on the call. And then I've probably had 60 to 70 messages since lunch, and it's just crazy. And that's all just private messages that's coming in from, that's everywhere from BGG to, you know, Discord to SMS messages to Reddit to Facebook, you know, and they're coming in just everywhere. And so people are saying, oh my God, hey. And of course, I want to give every single person all of my attention to talk about it and look at it and go like, oh my God, check this out and check that out. But it's just flooding in by the minute, and I've barely gotten back to hardly anybody.
Yeah,
I'm getting static, I think, from you. By the way, I'm not sure if that's normal or not.
What's that?
Do you guys hear anything or no?
Oh, it might be this mic.
Let me move it over here. Oh, now you're next to me. Oh, you turned it.
No, they didn't change anything. I don't think it's me. I don't know if it's me or you or something else. Okay, yep, it went away.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I had to turn on the AI filtering.
Maybe it's you, me, and Dupree.
Huh, weird. Okay, never mind. Go on.
Okay.
Jason, what are you saying?
Oh, that's a threat.
Yes.
Permission threat. Oh, that's a threat.
I put a 3 on a 2 there.
Oh, you doofus.
Bam. The board is set.
Yes.
Well, go ahead. Let's show everybody.
The board is set.
Isn't that amazing?
It looks so cool.
So.
And every one of those hexes has somebody's little name on the bottom.
Yeah. And underneath for some of them too.
And underneath for all of them as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just see here.
Kev's catastrophe.
I still, you know, I don't have all those memorized because there's like 300 different names.
Yeah.
And every time, even now, I just pick one up and just read it, and I just I just giggle or go, oh my god, that's amazing, whatever.
Okay,
I mean, all of these, like, they're brilliant.
We are Tundra Camp. That's where we are.
Tundra Camp.
Yep.
Nice.
Because at 8:30 in the morning, all the others were taken. I got like one of the last camps.
You wanna stop it?
And I don't need everything explained. I really don't. Like, I mean, Star Wars I love because, it's Star Wars, right? I mean, you don't question anything in Star Wars.
Star Wars is wizards in space. That's like...
Yes, exactly.
And Harry Potter is just Star
wizards.
Wars with wizards.
Yeah.
Yes. But and that's perfectly fine. But here's the deal. The moment you introduce science and you want me to believe something, like the moment you start trying to introduce some level of realism, now you're committed. Yep. And if you're going to commit to that, now I need you to go all in.
Yep.
And so that's where I find certain movies, like The Martian, for example. I'm like, I bought it all. I'm not intelligent enough to argue. I can buy everything that's being put in front of me. I'll go with it.
Absolutely.
But like, say, Gravity, for example, the movie with Sandra Bullock, that was dumb. And I'm smart enough to know most of that movie was dumb.
Oh, yeah.
It's still an entertaining movie. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy watching it. But
the visual effects were amazing.
The effects were amazing. But
the best thing they got right was when she came back to Earth. And she couldn't walk.
Oh.
Yes, exactly. But, the moment that you start, and Star Trek is also a very different thing, because when you go with the whole goobly gop, nonsense about like, science this, science that, warp drive, ha ha ha, whatever. It's like I can get behind that because it's pseudoscience, and I'm like, yep, I can get behind it. You don't need to explain it. I'm okay with that. But the moment you start trying to go full blown, like, here's a spacefaring race, and they're basically the Klingons, but even more primitive, and yet they have no factories, no scientists, no mathematicians. They have no, there's no production facilities. And they're flying around in ships that are like 10 times more advanced than anything we've ever made. And we have insane levels around us of like agriculture and, production and math and science and, and all this. And I'm like, if you go to their planet, I'm not saying it needs to mimic Earth, but I'm like, you probably need to have evidence that there was a way to manufacture this perfect ship or something. And if you're just going to say, I'm going to manipulate things almost like to a magical level, I'm going to take atmosphere and I'm going to suddenly make it solid and the thing that I want. Okay, sell it to me. Make me believe that. But the moment you go all sciencey, like, with elements and everything, I'm like, ugh, man,
X-Man who can do that?
I don't remember.
Where they can just build anything?
I was just thinking of the orcs from crap is that called?
Warhammer? Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, no, Warhammer. Where if something's painted, like, they believe if you paint something red, it'll go faster.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. That reminds me of the Weird Al, All About the Benjamins. You're polishing your modem to make it go faster.
That song enters my head at least once a week for some reason.
I still love the idea that he should do the halftime show for the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah.
People have been trying to get that going for years. There's been multiple petitions, and nobody seems to want to do it. I don't understand.
I think
it would be so perfect
than the last few.
Like, who doesn't like Weird Al?
Losers.
He, what's the Simpsons line? He who is tired of Weird Al is tired of life.
Yes.
I love it.
So now it's stuck in my head.
So back to Seismic. How's it feel seeing it out in the wild?
It really is surreal. It really is. I cannot even begin to tell you how bizarre it really is for me, because, I just
that song stuck in my head.
How bizarre.
That's a horrible song.
But it really is it really is surreal to see other people posting pictures of it, and the one thing that I've been forwarding all these to my wife while she's been out of town, because when people do here's for scale, because now I've seen a bird, a cat, a dog, people are putting it on their couch. Somebody's got it on an ottoman that looks like a hamburger. The guy in New Zealand put it out on the beach right in front of. He said Pacific Ocean for scale. I mean, it's amazing. Like, there's just the stuff that everybody's so creative with everything they've been doing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe, and then to hear people already talking about their experiences with it, because that's the other thing is we all know we have a shelf of shame. We get games in, we get excited, and then, the game sits on your shelf for 3 months and you go, you know what, one of these days we're going to play that new game I got. But something like with Cysmic, which I wasn't prepared for, is so many people have already been like playing it. And I mean, the thing has only been in most people's hands for like 48 hours. And I already know a lot of people who are playing it.
Is that one?
Giga Soldier, as Mason said earlier.
Yeah, Giga Soldier. And he can have a little guy riding his back here.
I love it. I love it.
So he's dead.
Yeah, right. Just fell like 100 stories or whatever. Like, how tall are these in lore?
In lore, those are in the lower atmosphere.
That's
so
what I
we're
thought.
talking like,
Okay.
Miles and miles high,
Massive.
30, 40 miles tall. That's the idea. Because again, you're trying to put half of a city or more inside one of these ships to launch. And then, of course, you need all the life support. You need all the areas to keep the people, living. And you need all the structures.
You're trying to tell me when you pull that bitch-ass move of crushing me with... You're killing me with a city? You dick!
Because one of the times we talked, you compared it to that Peter Jackson movie,
Mortal Engines.
Mortal Engines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It is like Mortal Engines in that it is something the size of a city on these huge tracks that's like roaming around. They're huge in scale like that, but think of it even like 3 times taller than the London of Mortal Engines.
Yeah. I need to see that movie.
It is very much not good, but the concept is very good.
That's
I
kind of what
like the
gathered.
concept more than the movie.
Yeah, that's what I gathered from the trailers. I'm like, I'd see it for the effects, because the effects
Yes.
are really cool.
But it's like this massive budgeted movie with the worst script and worst acting I've ever seen.
Nice.
But the visuals are
I
amazing.
think so. Yeah,
Mortal
visual
Engines?
effects are incredible, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Mila Kunis, was she in that one?
I don't think so. Not Mila Kunis. In fact, it was mostly nobodies.
Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah. Jupiter Ascending. Woof.
And the Book of Eli.
She was in that?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
You haven't seen the Book of Eli?
No.
Ah.
The Book of Eli is amazing.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
So, Dan, you need to. I know you guys all love movies, but Dan particularly. I do the New York Times puzzles and stuff every day. But a buddy of mine introduced me to a new daily puzzle that I do, and we do MovieGrid.io. Movie Grid is a simple website. It's completely free. It's vibe coded by somebody. MovieGrid.io has 3 or 4 different games on it. We do all the games every day. They're all movie trivia-ish. And so the idea is they give you a grid of 9 squares, and there's 3 categories across the top, and then there's 3 actors down the side.
I pulled one up. So
so what's the one today?
The one today, the grid is Russell Crowe, Rachel McAdams, and Liam Neeson. Titles that start with A through H, ignore the. Titles that start with I through P, ignore articles. And titles that start with Q through Z, ignore A and An.
Gladiator's got to be one, I would think.
Oh, it has to be.
Well, and the thing is, it's not guessing. It's just you have to fill in the blanks. And then after you're done with it, then you see what the most popular answers were and the least popular answers. And you kind of see where you're at.
So
but you only get 9 guesses.
I put in Gladiator, 46.5%.
Yep. So that means it's a very popular choice for that particular one.
That was a 37.6.
Who made The Whale?
Famous director, I forget.
Yeah. Requiem for Dream Pie.
Yeah.
Black Swan.
Yeah.
I hate his movies.
Darren Aronofsky.
Really
Aronofsky, yeah.
Yes. I do not like his movies. They're not subtle at all.
I completely agree. Not a
The
fan.
Whale was so good. I liked The Whale.
I actually didn't watch it because I typically don't watch Aronofsky movies. But I did hear good things.
Yeah, it's that. I think that one is. It's probably because of Brendan Fraser. Like it was really good.
He's making a hell of a comeback. I'm so happy to see him back. The other guy I'm happy to also see back in Hollywood is Josh Hartnett. I am so happy to see him coming back.
Yeah.
He's done some awesome stuff recently.
Since we're talking about this kind of stuff, something that's also coming back, Firefly.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I saw, but animated.
Animated.
Yeah, it's so weird.
They have to find a place to pick them up. That's the big problem right now. So Nathan
they're trying to.
You need to share this video and put it everywhere. And
I saw, that would be awesome though. For all the original
voice
that I
saw was him coming up to the woman that played River.
Oh, okay. Summer
Glau.
Wow.
Yeah, Summer Glau.
Like that was the first video I saw, and I went, no.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
I love Nathan Fillion. He's such a cool guy.
Yeah.
So, I can't wait to play this game for real. Going back to Cysmic.
That's right. Not for fake this time.
Yeah. Well, like compared to Tabletop Simulator, you know.
The nice thing about Tabletop Simulators, I didn't feel bad about flipping the table when I lost.
PJ might not be happy with you if you do that here.
I wouldn't be happy if I did that here.
Oh, these seismograph tokens.
So good. Cool. So what's your play? When are you going to do it? When's the first play?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what our plans are tomorrow if anyone's coming over, but I might force some people to play tomorrow.
I mean, you guys already. I mean, you know the rules. I mean, you don't need really the rule book or anything. You can just go ahead.
Yeah, like I'm good to teach it as soon as I can. You know, it's just a matter of when. The original plan, before I had a million car troubles and stuff and lost all my sick days, was that I was going to call off the day Cysmic was supposed to be delivered. And we were going to do the unboxing then and just go straight into a live play.
Oh my God.
That was the dream. But yeah, I only have one half day and one personal day left, one half personal day and one half sick day left. So like, yeah.
And I just took my last sick day today so I could stay home and actually rest because I went to work yesterday and I made it through 5 hours before I said, nope, I'm done. I went home and I immediately passed out.
Yeah.
So,
oh man.
So I'm spending one of my half days to leave work early to go down to York to meet up with the Secret Cabal guys.
Oh.
Don't know yet.
Let me know because I still have a half day as well.
It's either next Wednesday,
okay,
or March 22nd. Or April 22nd.
Oh, if you can
April
do it,
8th, I can't.
If you can do it Wednesday, that would be great because I work third shift Monday and Tuesday, so I'd have Wednesday and Thursday off.
So I'm trying to get a hold of Shanna to see when she can call off too, because she wants to go down and do Labyrinth and Cysmic.
Nice.
Oh, Labyrinth. Who got it? Oh, you guys did. You bought it, PJ. Yeah. I forgot.
That game is gorgeous. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, it is beautiful.
For the components, I was expecting it to be over $200. It was $90. Like,
yeah, it's hard to believe, right?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that at all. And that was something Dan said on our last episode. Yeah, he's like, back when we started this, or even before we started the podcast, but like when we were getting into the hobby, like $90?
Like, oh my god, that's too expensive. And now we picked up the game and we're like, hey, how much does this cost? Dude, it wasn't that bad. It was like $120. You're like, damn, that's pretty good. Yeah.
I'm looking at this with the wash and shipping and the tiles. I'm like, over 400, you know.
It's all relative, right? I mean, that's exactly the thing too.
It really is.
Here's the thing about this though. Not only are we supporting a game that we've been championing like the very first time we've heard about it.
Yep.
But I like to consider you a friend. So we're helping out a friend, you know, build his dream, and it's a really awesome game.
to get sappy for a moment, I genuinely teared up for a little bit. Nothing, no actual tears fell.
Screaming.
No tears fell, but like someone was cutting onions in the house.
Your eyes well up a bit. You're like, oh, it's here.
No, like I'm just so happy for you more than like you're such a nice guy and you've been working on this for so long and you fostered such an amazing community. Like,
oh yeah,
I mean, it's just awesome. It's so cool to see it for real and to have it. And oh
it's
my
just
gosh,
crazy how many people that came together for this campaign. I cannot tell you how amazing. I mean, the people that attracted the rest, like, you know, like particularly you and Bruno and like Mason in there, you know.
So sorry to interrupt, but Angie's been playing with the dice, and she just killed us all by getting all 4 of them as
she rolled 4 fractures. Or 4
fractures.
tremors.
So we're
nice.
down. Sorry, continue.
But yeah, but you know, just like everybody that has brought the community together, I'm just a bystander at this point. I mean, just everybody involved in this campaign has just been incredible. I mean, it's just even the things, even the biggest obstacles that we've come across as like a community to try to get this game to all the way to market. And the way that everybody rallied behind every single obstacle and just said, "We got you, Jason. Let's go."
And even
I mean, it's
Longpack.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, even how Longpack...
Like,
worked
even
with you on
Longpack
everything.
is like, this game is incredible. Like, they recognize that something is special here, and they're like, we need to show this off.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
It really, it's just, it really is surreal. I mean, I'm telling you, I still am not even sure that it hit me because, you know, when I even got my own copy in, you know, it was one of those, like my son had brought it in off the front porch before I got home, and it was just sitting in the front. In fact, I took the picture of it sitting in front of the door, you know, and posted it. And, you know, just the shipping box was there. And I'm just like, I got home. It was very late that night. I got home and I walk into the foyer area of the house and I'm just like, I looked at it and I'm just like, huh. And then I just kept walking because I'm just like, is that mine? Like, you know, I'm my own backer, you know, I backed my own game because I wanted that. I wanted the experience that everybody else is going through.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm going to do a huge postmortem update and talk about all of the things that I think other publishers and or designers should be doing. And one of the things that I think everybody should do is they should absolutely back their own game because
oh yeah.
not only are you invested and really invested, like I took my credit card out and I bought my own game. Okay. I went through the process as a backer. Did I need to do that? Of course not. I could have as many copies left over sent to me as I want. I could throw them on a bonfire if I wanted to. But, you know, the thing is, I wanted to feel like I'm involved in that campaign, not as the person running it, but as also the person receiving it, because I wanted to feel the same level of investment, the same kind of experiences, the same emails when they show up, the same amount of excitement about like, oh my God, I got a tracking number just like everybody else. You know, that I think every single creator should be doing. And when I mentioned this to multiple other publishers, everybody was like, yeah, why did you do that? And I'm like, why do you not? You know, this is a huge part of it. And they're like, well, I could just have whatever copy I want. And I'm like, yeah, but that's just it. You're not in there. You're not invested. You need to buy your own game. You need to see the emails. You need to see the pledge manager. You need to see the actual interface that everybody else is going through and seeing as a backer, because I think that's important for the experience, you know? And that's why I've always been like, I'm not the creator. We're all the creator. And everybody, we're all backing this. We're all invested together. We're all going forward together. Why would I ever want to create a separation between me and the people who made this happen? Because I'm just the facilitator. Everybody else is who made it happen, you know?
Right. And it also puts you in that, you know, like you said, it puts you in the shoes of everybody else, but it also shows that you have faith in your own product, that you're going to go out and buy it yourself.
Absolutely.
It's not one of those, well, I made it, I can do whatever I want. It's, I'm going to put my own money back into it.
How'd yours come in, by the way?
What's that?
How'd yours come in? Like, any...
Here's an amusing thing. It is right there. It is unopened. I have not opened it. I unboxed it from the actual shipping box, and it is sitting right next to me right now on the game table. In fact, when I came up here with my laptop, I carried it from the lobby, as if I live in a freaking building. I carried it from my
Have the
foyer.
doorman let me in.
I had the help bring it up to my game room. I carried it from the foyer up here right before getting up here, just in case, because I wanted to have it handy. But just in case I was going to open up as well. I literally have not opened it because I feel like it's kind of that weird. You don't want to, and Dan will know this too, because you don't ever want to show anybody the curtain of the stage that you're performing on. You don't want to,
Right.
you don't ever want anybody to see behind the curtain, and that's kind of where I'm at. Because if I take the lid off, then the magic escapes, and right now there's still that anticipation. Like I can still open the box. I can be like, oh my god, this is my copy. It's my own copy. And of course, I've got another copy that came to me from Long Pack. I've got, 2 other PPCs that are rough around the edges that were just kind of sent to me straight from China. But this is my copy. Like, this is the one that goes on my shelf. This is not, this came in the same box that you got yours in. It came from the same assembly line that you got. Oh, you know what? You know what would be amazing? You know what would be totally amazing? If I open it, and I have my own, this was packed by Jason in it. I have not opened it. You know what? Let's do it.
Yeah, I was going to suggest we do an unboxing with you.
Unboxing!
Is glitter
So-
gonna fly out of it? I feel like that.
This would be, if I actually have one of those things, this would be an amazing moment. Because if I end up with one of my own,
So I just want to, before you open it further, I just want to say I now know how you feel because I'm excited for you to open up the box.
right? Because I did not realize that anybody in the U.S. until was it Diogenes?
Yeah.
When he posted today, I did not realize that anybody in the U.S. In fact, I figured all of the boxes that had the little tickets in them were all going to end up in Europe because I had not gotten any reports from Australia, none from New Zealand, none from the U.S. prior to today. But wouldn't that be amazing if I actually had one? That would be so freaking crazy.
So is your name on the list of backers somewhere?
My name is, but not Jason. The question is, do you know what my name is on the backer list?
Oh, I'm gonna have to look through it now. I don't know.
Bring over that backer list. I'm curious.
God.
If you know my email or my moniker on almost everywhere outside of Discord. In fact, on Discord, to be honest, I just don't go by. I don't use my normal handle. My Xbox, my PlayStation, my Steam, my email at Yahoo, my email at Gmail, all of that uses the same name.
Yep, I found you.
No, did you find me?
Yep,
What is it?
I'm
right
there.
it's right there.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I even opened my Discord to double check. I was right.
But what's funny, by the way, is that I actually kind of mistakenly put my name on there only because of the Anakin thing. Because when I was formatting the list, my name just showed up because I backed the game in the middle of the campaign. I am backer number 556, which is really bizarre. And so when I was formatting the list, which was, of course, one of the very, very last things that I did to send it to Longpack, when I formatted the list, I saw Jason Blake pop up, and I'm like, "Oh God, I'm not supposed to be on here." Yes, I backed my game, but I'm not. I can't put my own name on the list. That would be stupid. So, I decided, if nothing else, a lot of people had chosen to not put their actual names. They decided to put their moniker or handle or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, well, damn it, I backed my own game. Sure, why not? I'll go ahead and do I'll put my game handle on there.
So,
And so
PJ,
that's actually how it all ended up.
is it just you on there, or is it the game's overboard?
No, it's just me.
Ah, shoots.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Letters.
What?
And letters.
Maybe. I mean, they're fun to fall off of.
That's like the panda joke. Have you heard that one?
No.
Panda walks into a bar, shoots the bartender, and walks out. And then all the other guests at the bar are like, "What was that about?" Didn't you know? Panda eats, shoots, and leaves.
Okay, yes, I have heard that one before.
Ah,
So, since we're on bad jokes, here's a good one for you, PJ. The devil enters a church during a service, and he runs around and he screams, "I'm Beelzebub, I'm the devil," and everybody's freaking out, and even the priest gets out of there. Everybody's gone out of the church except one old man, and the devil's, why is he not moving? So he's trying to scare the old man. The old man doesn't do anything, just shakes his head. Finally, the devil says, "I'm Beelzebub, I'm the devil, why aren't you afraid of me?" And the old man looks up at him and says, "I've been married to your sister for 60 years. You don't scare me at all, you dumbass."
nice.
No packed by Jason slip by Steve.
It does not look like it. But boy, that would be really weird if it was.
That would have been awesome.
Hilarious.
Can you imagine the freaking odds of me getting my own sticker or my own ticket? How bizarre would that be?
That would have been great.
Oh, I can't wait to play this. I might play a solo game tonight.
I really do recommend it solo. It is quite good. I'm very proud of the solo mode. I'm not a solo gamer, but I worked really hard trying to come up with that solo mode.
I tried it on Tabletop Simulator, and I got a couple rounds in, but it was just annoying, like, scrolling over to look at the symbols, and then scrolling back over to the command board, and then scrolling up to the Atoma command board, so I think it'd be so much better in person.
Absolutely. Yeah, it'll be much, much better that way.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play this.
I know. I'm so excited.
Even if it's just me over here tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
We're totally doing this.
I want to play it
It's
tomorrow.
very good at 2-player. I know a lot of people look at it and go, "Oh my god, this game is not fun at 2-player." It is actually very, very fun at 2-player.
Our first game was a 2-player game. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My favorite part was, I think it was around here, like the Savannah Rocky area, where we were locked in battle, and I pulled all my troops out, and Dan tried to attack as I fled the battle, and Dan's like, "Why are you doing this?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it." and then I zapped him with a laser and just eviscerated the whole tile and all of his guys on it. And he's like, "I hate you so much right now."
It took me a long time to get those guys.
That is awesome. Love it.
But yeah, this game is so good at just making memorable moments like that.
And that was just the tabletop simulator version.
just before you got on, we were all reminiscing about the last time that all of us played together with Richard and Josue, and how we were just trading your troops back and forth.
Oh my god, yes. That was
we were telling
awesome.
Angie about that, because on the box it even tells you take them hostage, take enemy players hostage, and this is like, what was I thinking? It was, we had everybody was just trading your guy around, like, "Hey, I'll give you him if you give me this." Okay, cool,
Right.
here you go.
Or Josue was like, "I'll protect your guys if you give me some Lorium," and then Richard chimes in, "I'll pay you more if you don't save him."
Wait, can you do that? Oh, there's no rule against it. Okay, let's do it.
That was awesome. I loved it. That
It was
so cool.
so late here towards the end of that game. PJ and I were both just going, "Oh." And you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, you can do this." Like, "No, just let him win. Let him win." Jason, shut up. Let him win.
Yeah, it really, and the other thing too is, because you guys already know how to play, it will go so much faster in person.
Oh yeah.
And you'll be able to, like, I mean, you're going to have your board, you're going to have your cards. You're just going to be like, okay, I'm doing this, and you're going to move things on the board, and you're like, okay, I'm done. And it's going to go like, it's going to be so much quicker. We regularly play games that are 2 hours, 2.5 hours with no issue.
Yeah.
And that's not, that's not speed playing or knowing everything ahead of time. It's nothing like that. It is a very casual. And that's why I pointed out, there was somebody claiming they spent like 4 hours on their first game or whatever. And I'm like, good God. And I'm like, here's the thing. If you look at, I posted, I don't know how, 5 different playthroughs online. Every single one of them was under 2 hours, like for the actual game session was under 2 hours. And I'm like, guys, what are you doing? And I'm playing at like 4, 5, like all of these. There's no reason for the game to go like ridiculously long.
So how does one who's not a solo gamer make such a compelling solo game? How the heck did you manage that?
That is a very interesting question, because, I had 5 different solo modes that I had developed. And I was trying to figure out, how do you make cardboard basically into a computer? Because of course that's what we're trying to do at the end of the day, right? You're trying to create basically a little mini program for AI. And you want the AI to kind of act semi-human enough and not just be a puzzle to solve. So I had a variety of different approaches. I had advice from various people saying, oh, you could just copy this solo mode from this game, or you should play this game solo and see what they do. And, I literally went around the room looking for solo modes in games like Cysmic. There aren't really that many, there's games that have solo modes kind of crammed into them a little bit.
Yeah, they're almost always an afterthought. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And to be fair, that's what happened with me. I'm like, oh God, everybody wants a solo mode. I guess I'm gonna have to make a solo mode. But the more that I actually started thinking about it, the more the wheels started cranking, and I was like, okay, if I was writing a computer program, how do I do that with a deck of cards or a set of actions? And then the other thing that I saw lots of complaints about were solo modes that don't play like the competitive mode. And so I'm like, okay, I've got to, because I had a bunch of other solo modes that did not play the way that the game played. In fact, they were very different. And so I was trying to figure out, what can I do to make it play like the actual game mode, the competitive game mode. And so I sat down and I just said, okay, how does this work? And I started developing a system, and I knew I also wanted to make sure it had a small footprint. I didn't want a whole secondary player board that somebody was just basically two-handing, So I was like, okay, what can we do? And so I just kept fooling with it. And I thought more like a computer program than any solo game. And then come to find out, like, I introduced it to some players that are solo gamers in my game group, and they were like, yeah, holy crap, man, this is great. Who did you copy this from? And I'm like, I didn't copy it from anybody. I've never played a solo game in my life.
All my solo games are crap, so I didn't use any of those.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just like, yeah, all the solo games are stupid. I wanted to make it like, seem like I was playing against a player. And so they were like, dude, this is good. And I'm like, really? So I was just like, holy cow. And of course, from there, I knew I was onto something. And from there, it was just tweaking and polishing and trying to make it feel even more like the main game.
I hate your soldiers, if I recall correctly, because they can move 8 spaces.
Yes. Like,
why?
So part of it was I needed to take the burden off of the player in dealing with trying to map out points on the map. So every time, so I didn't want, because here's the problem. Movement in Cysmic is near infinite. So if you're faced with moving an opponent to engage with you, because you can choose to not use a tunnel or not use global movement or to do whatever. The reason they move 8, honestly, is basically I had everybody all the enemy units were moving infinitely. That was the way it was designed initially. Because the idea is anytime you activate the enemy soldiers, you literally just picked them up and you placed them in a hex with your units based on the order of priority of how they would attack.
Yeah.
There was the range was nothing. That became a little too much. And so that's when I pulled it back to like 8 spaces. And now they can basically get to most anywhere, but not always anywhere. So I wanted to kind of limit it a little bit. And that's why I came up to 8 being like the happy medium between 4 normally and infinite, which is where I kind of designed it initially. So
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's much nicer.
So then why have them side by side when you do a setup for solo? Or is that not necessary?
It's not necessary. Mostly it's just for the sake of the burden of the player to not have to constantly reach across the board. Yeah, it really is just I just explain it that way. You just like any 2-player version of Seismic, you can both start either right next to each other if you want, or you can literally start on opposite sides of the planet.
Because you're basically adjacent to each other anyways.
Absolutely. Yeah. You could use, in fact, in a 2-player game, it's very interesting because you don't ever care about, distance, because the distance, again, is pretty much like you say, everybody's adjacent. But in a 2 or even 3-player, it's so interesting because now you have the pick of all the terrains and how they're laid out. And you can choose the best terrain that fits, the best terrain layout that fits your faction. And that's really, really an interesting strategic decision. And then in a 6-player game, of course, you're just like, oh, well, I guess I'll play the one that's closest to me. But, in a 2 or 3-player, you got a lot of flexibility to choose, like, particularly if you're going to choose somebody like the Cutler Covenant, where they get to persuade, a bunch of habitats all at once. You can pick a spot where all the habitats are kind of clumped together. All the buildings are clumped together in one spot. And you can be like, oh, I'm going to start here, use my speakers first, flood the board with influence, and I can just get rid of my speakers and never need them again. So there's things like that you have a lot more flexibility in the lower player counts.
Oh, I have a quick rules question, just because I haven't had a chance to look it up in the rule book yet, and it's been bugging me. If I own a place and Dan's speaker comes into it, they can't take it until a soldier knocks off the control, right? Or can a speaker just swap?
Speaker can absolutely swap.
Okay. I wasn't sure about that.
Yeah, speaker can absolutely swap. The soldier is basically like a half speaker in the way that they neutralize. They can just come in and basically strong arm the people, but it's not like they strong arm them to like them instead. That's what the speaker does. Right. But they can strong arm them to say like, hey, I'm going to shoot you if you continue to be loyal to these other people. And then they just run away and leave. Yep. But yeah, the speaker still has to come in and and create the loyalty.
So the other cool thing that I realized I'd never utilized before because I didn't know it was a rule before is that if your colony ship is on the edge of the map, you can spawn through global movement.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
So,
I'm taking advantage of this.
So, Angie, the way it works is, if you own a building, you can spawn in a place with a building. Or you can spawn in a space adjacent to your colony ship. But if your colony ship is on the edge, then these arrows here, that means you can leave off the map, off these arrows, and come back anywhere else that has it. And so you can spawn troops just over here, or whatever. And so that is...
So the one thing to keep in mind, by the way, when doing that, and Dan, you need to think about this, because if you're immediately ready to take the advantage of that, you can also be cyber attacked in the exact same way.
Oh, God.
So now somebody can just walk around to the edge of the map, and normally you don't want to walk up next to the edge of a ship because they'll just run you over, right? But if you're sitting on the edge the way that purple ship is right now, that ship can only run over one of these outer edges that it's adjacent to. You could put speakers or soldiers or miners or whatever in all of these different spots.
Oh my God.
And any of them could cyber attack, and now they've all got the opportunity to do so. And it's like way, way worse. So it's a give and take. Again, it's always a constant risk and reward. You get to spawn a lot, but you're also now wide open to cyber attacks.
Man, you should really design games or something.
So, Jason, you remember I told you I wanted to make a game based on the Cola Wars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they already did it. Pissed me
Did
off.
they really?
It's going
Yeah.
to crowdfunding any day
Are you-
now, or
Yeah.
maybe it already has.
Are you kidding me?
I'm so mad.
What's it
I'm so
called?
mad.
It's called Cola
It's called Cola Wars.
Oh my god!
So while we've been talking, I'm like, no, I got a better idea. It'll be the same thing, but it won't just be stuck to soda. It could be anything.
Wow.
Fanta, maybe?
By the
Get some
way,
history in there.
one of the things, by the way, about Seismic that I've talked about at length is trying to bring it to retail, but clearly sci-fi is obviously not the biggest thing to do to get retail sales. So changing it to Noah's Ark is and all the units become animals, and you're trying to build Noah's Ark, and instead of the ship being standing up, the ship lays down, and it just covers two spaces, and you're building the little pieces of the ship, and your like mech is like a kangaroo, and your soldiers are all different like animals,
Shepherds,
and then your speaker,
or something. Yeah.
exactly. So you have all this, and basically everybody's trying to build their Noah's Ark to save their species of animals, and so you make it very kid friendly. You dumb the rules down a little bit, and then you now just have instead of the planet cracking apart, you're just adding little blue tiles to the top of everything, and as the flood increases, you got to build your ark.
Like
And
my
so,
Or we could just call it Seismic Biblical Edition.
A couple years ago,
indeed,
there
Seismic the
was a game
Flood.
called The Ark, I think it was, or Noah, but it had gorgeous artwork. And I wanted to play it just because of the artwork. I forget what it's called though. But yeah.
By the way, in the German edition of Seismic, the ship is called the Ark. I thought that was kind of funny. They didn't really have a direct translation for colony ship, so they were just like, if we call it colony ship, basically we're doing a literal translation, and that doesn't make any sense in German. It would be like, it's like, city bus or something is like what we'd be calling it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, what are you guys going to call it? And they said, well, we're just going to call it an ark. And I'm like, well, what is an ark in German? And they're like, ark. I'm like, okay, great. So that's what they ended up doing, because they said the other problem was in German, all the words in German are 20 times longer than American words, English words. So the problem is that, they had to find ways to shorten anywhere and everywhere. And where, colony ship, because it's used so much in the rule book and cards and elsewhere, they just said, well, we want to cut that down as little as we can, so we're just going to call that arc. So,
awesome.
So that's what they ended up doing there. And I was like, hey, I've had an idea.
So in Germany, if we build this, instead of the planet collapsing, everybody else's face just melts off?
Indeed. But only in Indiana.
Indeed.
I thought your dad jokes were bad. You're starting to take the lead, man.
Yep.
Hey, I've had them for years.
Indeed. Love it. So what is it? So what does it feel like though for you to now have it in front of you? I mean, is this crazy or what?
I can't wrap my head around, just like you said, it's not real yet, even though I'm looking at it and everything. It's
and you can touch it.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's gonna feel real until I play it, and because it's just so cool. I texted you when I opened it too. I'm like, I'm at a loss for words. I don't understand what's in front of my face right now.
I just have the Offspring going on in my head. Can't get my head around you.
Oh boy.
Jeez.
Hey, I'm full of them.
Yeah, this, it's you wanted it to be the crown jewel of everyone's collection, and I think it is. Pretty sure you did it.
It's just, it is just so beautiful. Long Pack did such an amazing job, I wanted the colors to pop. I wanted the miniatures and everything to look, like believable. The other problem, by the way, I'll tell you, the miniatures, they gave me a lot of grief because get this, if you look at almost every other thing in your collection, by the way, miniatures are generally designed and made to where the entire miniature is never bigger than the base, because this is how you make a miniature into pieces. You have a base, and the base is your that's your bounding box. Your base is your bounding box for your Z height. You can't. So if you're a character and you put your arms out like this, the way the soldier is, for example, the soldier and of course all of the units actually go beyond their base. But if you look at most other games in your collection, the reason that most miniatures are very boring, they are designed so that when their body is always like very close together until you get into things like Blood Rage or some of the really big characters that, and those are designed in a different way. But your typical miniatures, that you use for actual like real gameplay, not just some big monster you place on the table. When you actually have real useful miniatures that particularly you're making a lot of in manufacturing, they always want them to be the size of the base or less. And so I said, no, I'm not going to do that. That's dumb, because then the characters look like your typical like T-pose, but with their arms pulled in, and that's it. And this is, if you look at Sky Empire, which we've been talking about, Sky Empire, all their units in that big mega game, every unit is every limb and every detail and everything is confined by that base going straight up. And I'm like, I know exactly who designed this, So there's certain things that I just threw the rules out, and I told Longpack, no, I want the units to be in actual cinematic poses. I want them to be doing something, I want it to mean something. And they were like, and I had my marketing team from the Kickstarter campaign was like, Jason, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're going to have to dumb this stuff down. You're never going to be able to do this. And I said, nope, I'm not going to do it until somebody tells me, and I'm going to go all the way to production. And then if they tell me I can't do it, then I'll figure something out. But I said, I'm going to go all the way to production. And when I sent those models to Longpack, they were like, ooh, these are very, very, very detailed and very complicated. And I'm like, and? And they were like, we can quote this, but it's going to be expensive. And I'm like, give me the quote. And the next thing you know, I'm like, okay, do it. And they said, just be aware, we're going to have to slice these models into like 7 or 8 pieces. And I'm like, is that a problem? And they're like, there's a lot of labor in the production. And I'm like, okay, I don't care.
And they said, trying to talk him out of this, guys.
And but easy. So for example, if you take one of the speakers, one little tiny speaker unit, the speaker,
I was just doing that.
7 individual pieces to make every speaker. And I dare you to find a cut line.
All right.
That is how good their engineering team is for making these things. 7 pieces. Each engineer is assembled out of 7 pieces.
I'm actually glad you brought up speaker, because I had a question about this.
I can't see it. I'm sure if I came with a magnifying glass, I could find something, but right now, nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Isn't that amazing?
That's incredible.
Their work is incredible.
Oh, here comes Matt with the flashlight.
7 individual pieces is what she's made out of.
So this is really cool. I really love how the base, the very bottom of the base, are the crowds. Like,
yes, the crowd is like so going. Cool.
That was my question.
I love it.
Because I forgot who it was. It might have been the Liege of Board Games. Is that his name?
Oh yeah, Liege of Games.
Liege of Games. So I think it was him when he unboxed it. Maybe it was someone else. They're like, are they holding her up, or is she standing on them?
He never even looked at the artwork, It's like the literal artwork of her as she's flying above the crowd on a platform.
Yeah. And that was something that I was like, on Tabletop Simulator, I'm not going to zoom in to look at the little pieces, because, like,
sure.
It's already tedious enough,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty obvious actually having it in my hand and looking at it,
Yeah, for sure, right? And of course, that was part of the pitch in the original campaign was that every miniature is not just there to be a token. Because that's 90% of games. 90% of games treat miniatures as just tokens to move around a board.
Right.
Every single miniature in Seismic is meant to symbolize and emulate what that miniature does. And that is very, very, very important for people to realize that part of it is immersion and universe building, but the other part of it is for the sake of gameplay. If I look at these miniatures, I should at a glance be able to see what is the point of this miniature,
Yes.
But if you look at miniatures from almost every other game, it's just a bunch of big, bulky looking characters, and they're all like in slightly different poses. This guy's got his fist this way, and this other guy's, leaning forward. And I'm just like, I don't know what these mean. What the hell did these characters do, And so they all do different things, but there's no visual representation. And so part of the world building and part of the immersion is to make sure every piece serves a purpose. And I just wish designers felt like that more often,
And I wish other people would see it more. Like,
Right.
just today on Facebook, and I know you saw it because you liked it, was someone said, like, man, I knew this game was bloated with minis. And
I saw that, yep.
Bloated, like, it, sure, you could see that at a glance, but it's not. Like, you gotta just look at it.
So
every single piece is meant to be there.
Yeah, just from looking at the miniature and you saying, like, at a glance, you should be able to understand what they are and what they do. Kind of reminds me of the old plastic army men.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You can look at all the old army men. That's such a good, Dan, that is such a good analogy.
Like, you know exactly what you look at a green or even the tan army men. You know exactly what their role is. You got the bazooka guy. You got the captain with the field glasses.
Yep. You got the grenadier. You got the guy throwing the grenade. The rifleman. Yep.
You know what they're there for, and that's what these guys remind me of.
That's right. And that was by design. That was the whole point, is that I can't let me tell you the other thing interesting too. It is on the sheet to put the game away on the pack-up sheet. But let me tell you, if you dump that tray right in front of you, PJ, if you just dumped it out on the board, I guarantee you you don't do it. But I'm just saying, if you dumped it out, and I do dump it out on mine whenever I do it, but if you dump the tray out, I guarantee you can look at the profile of every single part of that tray, and you don't need a guide. You can put everything back exactly where it goes in the correct orientation.
Even
and again,
I would just put it back. It was pretty easy. But
that's
we found that missing.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Oh, they thought they found the missing.
Oh, is it not there?
No.
Is there a magnet that's come off?
Yeah, another magnet came off.
Really?
Yeah, we'll just glue that.
Did it come out of the ship or did it come out of the module?
The module.
Really? I have not had any reports of that yet. Out of a purple?
Lucky. Purple. Yeah, this is out of purple. Yeah.
Purple and gray both had magnet issues so far.
Let me pull. Let me pull this. Magnet. I literally have not looked at my copy.
Yeah, like this one, I should be able to replicate it. So, magnet.
Yep.
I pop it in.
Yep.
And
now no magnet.
No magnet.
That did happen to my my first PPC copy from Longpack. They sent those to me, and then I actually told them about that, and they said, "Oh, we're going to change the glue. We're going to use much stronger glue."
Well, way to go, Longpack.
It's all right. It's still a simple fix.
That's easy to fix. Yeah.
It's not like we have something sheared off or completely snapped off or...
That was my big fear. There's that one person who had like a mech with a busted arm, and I'm like, as long as the minis are intact, like the rest of it we can figure out,
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Like even the seismograph, you can't even tell where it was like all busted up. You know?
No, yeah,
Right.
you sent me the picture last night.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure which piece you were showing.
Yeah, it was this guy right here.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
can't-
Did
you
you
can't
send a
tell.
picture?
no.
Huh?
Did you send a picture of the seismograph? Did I see
Not
it?
to you. I sent it to them. I'm like,
Ah,
Matt,
okay.
be ready. Like, you're probably gonna have some damage if, on your seismograph because everyone's been reporting it.
Yeah. Was it just a little bit of the lip of the cardboard on the double
Just
layer
a
part?
little bit, and I was able to so it got bunched up like this, and so I just flattened it back out, and it's. I don't know if you'll be able to. You can't.
Oh,
even
I mean,
tell. You can't. Even
yeah,
tell.
I can't even tell.
Yeah, it was right here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, wait, this one.
I
Still
wouldn't
can't
even
tell.
Can't see anything. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, mine was pretty darn minor about it, and wow. Even so, it's not a game breaker at all. So yeah, I'm just happy to have this thing.
Right.
So happy to just have this game.
Yeah, some of us are still a little jealous about that you have this game right now.
Matt, look at my game. Look at how great it is, Matt. Don't you wish you had your copy?
But you
Matt?
have Farms Race and he doesn't.
That's true.
Have you played Farms Race yet?
No, I want to. I saw it and I was very interested in it.
The game is ridiculous. It's awesome.
It has a lot of the chaotic energy of Cysmic. Much simpler, but it has the asymmetric rules and things like that. It's
Okay.
yeah, it's fun.
It's Catan with farm animals and nukes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch it.
Oh yeah.
By the way, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I purchased it on a whim because it kept showing up in my Facebook feed.
So I got Cysmic.
Well, you're the reason I have Seismic coming. You have a salesman. You now have several salespeople on this end. This is just bonkers. But yeah, we pulled it out, and it's like, wow, this is more than what I was thinking it was going to be, and it's a good game. So if you can pick it up, get the deluxe version.
Deluxe version's pretty.
Deluxe version is beautiful. Metal coins, wood. What do you call them? Meeples?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Well worth it.
Gotcha. But by the way, who of you? How many of you went to see Project Hail Mary last night?
Just me.
Oh, so it's just you.
Yeah,
Did you see?
Shanna and me?
Okay. Did you see the trailer for the Sheep Detectives?
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
What in the holy hell?
I mean, it looks better than the Animal Farm movie, but
Okay.
I mean,
So I saw the Animal Farm trailer on my Instagram the other day, and I went, "You've got to be fucking kidding me!" And then I watched it, and I went, "That's not Animal Farm.
right?
What the fuck are you doing?"
yeah.
Yeah.
The Sheep Detectives at least knows what it is, and it's a children's movie, right? I think.
I guess. Like, I was trying to figure out, like, who. First of all, who greenlit this movie? Secondly,
Hugh Jackman for it.
Yes, who got Hugh Jackman to do this? And then third, how much money went into this stupid movie? And then who is asking for this movie? What is the audience? Because I'm like, if it's a kids movie, it's too hyper real.
Yeah.
And if it's not a kids movie, then it's a weird design for adults. And I'm just like, because kids don't care about mystery movies or whatever for the most part.
It's children's humor, 100%.
It says it's a mystery comedy film where a shepherd's sheep become crime solvers after
Yep.
he is murdered using clues from a detective novels he reads to them nightly to solve the cases themselves.
Yep.
It is bizarre. I've never heard of it. Let me tell you, I read every single news article about brand new movies constantly. I can tell you about almost any new movie coming out anytime. I have never heard of that movie. There was zero coverage for it before it landed before Project
And then
Hail
just
Mary.
appeared, yeah.
It just literally appeared out of nowhere. And even then it said it was coming out like in April or something. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's
You know? I was like, where did this movie come from?
It says it's based on a 2005 novel, Three Bags Full, by Leonie Swan.
Never even heard of it being in production.
The one joke I liked in the trailer.
Patrick Stewart's in it.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
come on. I have to watch it.
There's one joke in the trailer where they're like, try to blend in. And there's a sheep behind a park bench just going,
Oh yeah.
just standing behind this bench, trying to look inconspicuous.
Yes.
I like that little visual gag, but otherwise, I'm like, I don't think I'll ever watch that movie.
Oh my god, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is a sheep. Bryan Cranston, Chris O'Dowd, Regina Hall, Patrick Stewart. He is Sir Richfield.
They got some names in there.
Yeah.
Bella Ramsey and Danish Landrace. Brett Goldstein, Reese Darby.
Dang.
Oh, for all the sheep.
There are a
Yeah.
lot of sheep in that movie, and judging by the trailer, there are a lot of sheep.
Emma Thompson,
Uh-huh.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's bizarre. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a write-off movie or something. Like, who approved this?
Did you watch The Studio yet?
I love the studio. Oh, I love the studio.
Would you be willing to change the title to Kool-Aid?
I have to watch that.
It's so good.
Oh
Like
man,
Seth
it's
Rogen, but man,
Well,
that
see,
show
that's
is
the
so
thing.
good.
I do like Seth Rogen. That's why I was really upset when I saw Animal Farm and he was behind it. And I went, "Oh, dude!"
Like, I didn't like The Green Hornet. I didn't like Sausage Party.
Sausage Party was
I didn't like
hilarious.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hot Tub Time Machine was great. I think the only reason I liked Sausage Party as much as I did is because I saw it when I was doing my stunt show in 16, and it was myself, my buddy John Epperson. We were the two oldest people in the cast. We were on either side of a couple that had started hooking up during the show. They were much younger than us, and every stupid, lewd joke, we'd both just look in the middle to see how they were taking it, and they were both cringing, and we were just like, "This is even better than the film."
that is awesome.
So, like, every joke got a half chuckle out of me. I was like, you know, like...
Oh, for us, it was good because we were like, okay, that's a sick joke. This is funny as hell.
Someone asked me if the sheep detectives were related to Shaun the Sheep.
Oh my god.
Of course somebody did. Yeah, but when I saw the trailer for Animal Farm, I was very, very disappointed.
Yeah,
It
I can imagine.
It looks bad.
Bad.
I was going to do that joke, and I decided against it.
I could hear it in your voice that you started it.
It was bad.
And you stopped. So, Jason, behind you, where to go?
It's behind him somewhere.
At some point, before you shifted your camera, there is Cysmic. There's another Cysmic there. A green box on the top shelf.
Yes.
What is that?
I bought this. I bought this in a BGG flea market on Board Game Geek. I bought it because this game is the bane of my existence. This is the reason Cysmic is spelled the way it is. Because this game has the freaking Cysmic BGG listing for it. And I was like, I can't. I mean, even the logo was a little bit like my initial logo. And I'm just like, what the hell? And so, I found this game because I read about it on BGG. The game is ancient. It's from, let me see where, this copy is actually from 2006. But this game was made like in the 90s or something, early 90s. And so I was like, who the heck, did this? And it's nobody. This is like a throwaway game. It's just a bunch of highway tiles, and you try to build a highway. And I think during the game, the highway, it says build a network of roadways around San Andreas. But San Andreas is rather prone to earthquakes, which have a tendency to destroy the beautiful stretches of pavement. After all the asphalt is put down, which road crew will end up connecting the most highway in between quakes? I've never played it. Okay, I mean, I bought it. I bought it literally just because I was like, God damn it. I gotta own this, you know, I gotta have it. And I'm gonna put it on my shelf, and it's just gonna stay there forever. You know, like I want it just because I'm like
your other prototypes of size.
Yes,
you know,
it's the know thy enemy. So yeah, I've always, this is like a point of pride because good luck finding this too. This is very, very difficult to find. The game is total garbage. You know, it came out and then it never materialized hardly at all. Somebody, you know, Atlas Games. I never even heard of Atlas Games, and obviously this is long before crowdfunding. So
yeah,
you got me. I don't know, and so I was like, why did they take my freaking name? So then I was like, you know what? I'll just change the word and spelling and all that. But you know what? I'm so glad because Seismic, the way I spelled it, it's an identity now, you know, and
it is.
and yes, everybody mispronounces it if they don't understand what the game is. Everybody always says Cysmic. But by the way, fun fact: I have also figured out there is the exact same spelling of a bug killer, or actually, I should say weed killer. If you look for Seismic, spelled literally the same way and pronounced the same way, it is a specialized weed killer made by this one company online, and they sell Seismic PS or something like that, and it's specific for you know, your sprinkling in your yard. And so anytime you search for Seismic on YouTube, you'll either find me or you'll find weed killer. Not sure which is which.
So speaking of horrible things that you're proud to own, I have a book that it took me close to 20 years to find a copy of it because when the reviews came out, the reviews went viral and became more famous than the book, and so the author pulled all the copies back. It's called Night Travels of the Elven Vampire.
Oh god, I knew you were gonna say that one.
So Night Travels of the Elven Vampire has a Photoshop copy, or a Photoshop face of Orlando Bloom as Legolas, but with vampire teeth.
Oh no!
And it's horrible. It's
yeah,
but because
so that came out when we were in college.
Yeah, we were in college when those reviews came out and everything, and there's one famous review, and it's so funny. And he's like talking about one of his patrons who like recommended the book and sent him the book, and he's like, "I hate you for making me read this book."
Oh my god!
But yeah, I can easily say that's the rarest thing I own because you can't find it anywhere. It took me close to 20 years to find it. Once a month, I would search for it, and like no results anywhere. And once a month, I would just search until I eventually found it. Yeah, it's just so great.
I knew I had the personality of a collector when I was a kid because there were two prized possessions that I had. Both of them are geeky as hell. One is in the 80s, you only could get this action figure by mailing away UPC codes from the back of other Kenner Star Wars figures. You could get the Anakin Skywalker, actual Anakin Skywalker, not Darth Vader, but the Anakin Skywalker figure with the guy's face who played the Darth Vader character with the mask off. I forget his damn name right now, but he was the pose for this Anakin Skywalker character, and you could only get it in the 80s by sending off the UPC codes, and you had to wait, of course, 6 to 8 weeks for delivery.
I have two of those, yeah. Not
I did that.
Figure, but like UPC send-in toys.
Yep.
I have an Invisible Predator.
Yes!
And,
oh, nice.
Love that thing.
And I have an Invisible Master Chief from Halo.
Oh, sweet.
The one that
the other one that I have the cassette tape of the Peter and the Wolf Weird Al spoken word album.
What?
Oh, that's awesome.
I've never even heard of this.
Yes, it is. It is super rare. You can only get it on tape. Actually, somebody did say there was a CD made of it at one point. I don't know if it was a fan-made CD though, but
Probably.
Look up Peter and the Wolf. It is a woman reading a Peter and the Wolf story, and Weird Al is doing many of the voices on it. And this is from the late 80s. And it is wild, and I owned that, and I got it as a kid. Again, I was looking for it everywhere when I was like 12, and I came across it. Still have it to this day. Still the cassette,
Nice.
everything.
So the one that I've always wanted was Cobra Commander. and I never got it.
Oh man, everybody I knew had that when I was growing up. I'm much older than you guys, but holy cow, I could have gotten you about 30 of those.
No, the one that you had to you had to clip off the UPC code, send it in. It was the one that had just the mask, not the helmet. The one with just the mask, the cloth mask.
Yeah, yep.
Always wanted that one. Never got it.
I had a friend. You might remember him, Sen.
Yes.
Yeah, he had the Ninja Turtles Technodrome.
Oh,
it's the coolest thing ever.
I had a friend that had the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier.
Oh,
my neighbor had the aircraft carrier.
I mean, that thing was the size of a game table. Yeah. I mean, you could put the Conquest F-55, which was the scale fighter jet for the actual G.I. Joe characters, and it was to scale. And that was to scale to the aircraft carrier. And it was insane. I never did get one of those, but holy cow, I got tons of them.
Modeled after the F-14 Tomcat.
Man, I forgot. I was going to bring down my 1970s R2-D2 and R5-D4s. And
oh, man, nice.
For this video.
I have tons of that stuff. I have tons of it all in the closet. I don't even know what to do with it at this point. How the rest of you feel?
I mean, I feel just giddy. Like all week has just been the waiting game for this thing.
I know, right?
And then yesterday was just it was the downward slope of the roller coaster going up, because waiting for Seismic. Seismic came, opened up in the box, and then we're going to see Project Hail Mary, and then going to bed.
Same problem for me all week. And I've got probably 100+ messages I have not responded to. I have not talked to people about. I haven't even checked in with the guys in California with the final shipments today, because they were supposed to be, Canada left yesterday. They were supposed to be sending out Mexico and Latin America today. And I have not gotten a report from them, because they usually send me a report at the end of the day on Slack. I don't even know what time it is. 8:40, so it's 6:40 for them. They usually cut up shop about 7 for them. So I don't know if everything went out. The other thing is that they don't send out pieces until they finish all of the other deliveries. So, in fact, hang on, they did send me something. It's possible to label. Get this, Matt. I don't know if you were saying you're still waiting on yours, right?
Yeah, should be here Monday.
So. There's a guy named John. He's in Oregon. He's in Portland. What's really sucking for this guy is he is at a game convention called Game Storm in Portland right now. His copy was picked up by FedEx Tuesday night. FedEx currently still says label created. The box has gone out of the warehouse. They don't even have the where is our package. Oh, you probably can't say that. They don't even have it labeled as where is our package yet. It doesn't even say we have your package. So the guy has written me basically hourly since Wednesday morning, because he's at this game convention that started Thursday, and he scheduled a game of Seismic at the game convention on tomorrow, and literally the game still shows 0 movement. And it's not like this one game got lost, because all of these games went to FedEx on a pallet, because the other weird thing is that it was just in this big group on, they did the West Coast, with a lot of West Coast stuff was all FedEx. And they sent this huge pallet of 60-something games, 2 or 3 pallets in one truck. All the rest of them went out. This guy's game is just, nobody knows where it is, and nobody knows what's going on. And that's what they were just telling me. They said, we accounted for what's remaining, and everything went out. And it says when small trucks pick up, FedEx scans every box, but when big trucks pick up, they won't scan it and just take all pallets, and they scan at the facility. Eric, who's the CEO at MoCo, says it will take a long time for it to potentially come back to us if FedEx is successful in finding at their lost and found facility in Utah.
Oh, God.
Eric says for you to decide whether you want to send a new stock to them now or not. We printed 24 labels at once, and 23 of 24 did get scanned in, but that's the last one that just hasn't gotten scanned in.
Wow.
And this poor guy's been writing me literally every day, and he's just like, what's going on?
Yeah. FedEx, like, in this area, whatever the delivery date is, that's the delivery date. Like, I had a game, I think it was Gloomhaven, the first Gloomhaven. It was scheduled to arrive, like, on a Saturday, let's say. I forget what it is. But, like, Saturday. It was 2 hours away from my house on Tuesday. And it stayed there until Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Because the delivery date was Saturday.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
so
what. So
stupid.
we live like a half hour, 45 minutes away from one of the Amazon warehouses, the one that I used to work at, which made me hate the company and everything that has to do with it. And when I, on the rare occasion, buy something from there, unless I say priority and I want it tomorrow, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we got it here. How far are you away? Oh, it'll be like 5 days." No, get it tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm not paying you
Wow.
I
Yikes. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll throw this out. I feel for the guy. I
Yeah.
really do, and you know why, because I contacted you about some shenanigans.
Absolutely.
Flying. But here's my take on FedEx.
I can do a quick hot take. They suck.
They do. And they need to be destroyed because they lost a $25,000 server on me.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That
Insurance
was a
cover
very
that?
interesting reorder.
I bet. Holy cow. Wow. I wonder if it ended up in Tom Hanks's area and on the island.
I don't know. This was way after the movie.
Matt gets a pair of ice skates.
what?
Exactly.
How the hell am I supposed to do anything with this?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I'm
crazy.
Not a fan of FedEx.
Yeah.
When they told me they were going to use UPS, because they asked me initially, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I would prefer UPS. And they said, well, that's going to cost more. And I said, I don't care. I don't want to use USPS. By God, no. Like whatever you do, please God, don't use
That's
USPS.
Really get lost.
Yeah.
Yes. So they said, well, that really does limit us to UPS or FedEx. But they said USPS is really the cheapest way to go. And I'm like, you just said fact. USPS is the cheapest way to go. And I'm not going to do that. So I hate the Postal Service for where I'm at. I never know if anything's going to arrive by USPS if I get it. And it'll like sit around sometimes in the postal office near me for a week for no reason.
See, my town, at least for me, like, if I see it's in Harrisburg, I know I'm getting it tomorrow. Like,
Well, here's another one for you. And this one's on USPS.
I thought you were going to say it's on me. I'm like, what did I do?
Oh, this one's on you.
This one's on you.
There's a long line of things for you, but we're not going into that.
Yeah. Okay.
I ordered a Christmas gift,
Oh.
and it went from Dallas to Fort Worth, back to Dallas, back to Fort Worth, back to Dallas, and then it went to New Jersey. I floated around for about 3 or 4 days.
Every time we got together, he's like, it's not even in Pennsylvania yet.
It came to our post office, and our post office knows exactly, A, who I am, and B, where I live, because I'm only a mile and a quarter from it.
Okay.
They sent it to Dallas. Dallas sent it back to New Jersey. New Jersey sent it to Philadelphia, and it disappeared for 3 days there. And then it finally came back, and I called them here. What happened? Well, we have an arrangement. You don't need an arrangement. All you need to do is hold it and tell me you got it.
That's too hard.
We'll pick it up.
Let's just put it this way. It's an amusing story now. I was ready to
Throttle someone? Go
Oh,
postal,
no.
as they
No, no.
say.
Throttle to fit.
How 90s.
I'm a product of my environment.
But yeah,
I bet.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I bet. I mean, I bet you were ready to murder somebody at that point.
I was, because it literally it was within a mile and a quarter of me twice, and I didn't follow through.
It is fun to watch Matt just seethe, though.
I don't.
You know, this did not happen to me, but I did have a friend of mine that had a very similar story, and it was a smaller item, but it was from Ubiquity, and it was a switch. It was one of their newer switches from years ago, but and again, a couple of years, not that long, but it was a very similar story. He ordered it, and I am not kidding you, it made it from coast to coast twice before it made it back to the mid part of the U.S. where we are. And then it came down towards Houston, and then it sat in Houston, and it left again and went back. I don't remember all the details, but it bounced all over the U.S. several times before it came back to Texas, and then bounced around in Texas, and then finally landed at his house. And they had no excuse. They were just like, yeah, we don't know. Like when questioned about it, they were just like, yeah, that happens sometimes. And it's like, how is this possible? You know, the amount of inefficiency just in fuel at this point of carrying this thing around. This must have cost 3 or 4 times what you guys charged to have this thing sent to me. You know, it's ludicrous. It's just crazy. I don't understand.
Well, like they like separate things into bins as to where they go, and I want, like, people don't pay attention.
No.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, oh, okay, we'll just throw this here. Like, people are
Yeah, for sure.
doing over there.
I was just going through my quick start guides and like, did I get a pack by Jason thing and just didn't notice? Because that would have been hilarious too.
Yeah.
Like, hey!
That would have been awesome. That is amazing, though, that only one person has popped up with that so far.
Yeah.
I'm really shocked. I mean, and again, to be fair, today was the biggest delivery day, and there's still plenty that are floating around.
And
Today,
a lot of people not on Discord too. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
of course. I mean, Discord really only has, I would say, at any given moment, probably 100 active users, because there's a lot of lurkers. There's a lot of lurkers. I did not realize how many lurkers there actually are. You know, I had no idea. I feel like many times I'm just shouting into the void, and then every once in a while, like, somebody will just pop up, and I'm like, I've never seen that name in my life. And they're like, hey, you talked about this last week. And I'm just like, what do you mean? I've never seen your name ever. And they're like, oh yeah, I've been here for like 3 years. And I'm like, what? So,
See, I wouldn't call myself a lurker. I'm always there, but when someone actually has pertinent information, I'll say, hey. And then I disappear. I'm still there. I'm not a lurker. I just do. Oh, no. Yeah, here's my 2 cents. Okay, bye.
well, and the thing is I mean, I don't mind at all. I love the idea that people are actually entertained and all that. But, you know, it is funny that sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to like 2 or 3 people that are in there, you know, and basically it's mostly me, PJ, and Bruno, and Mason is really a pretty good one as well these days. Mason Yingbar. And
Gilbert just kind of disappeared though for a while. I haven't seen him. Gilbert.
Who?
Gilbert.
Oh, Gilbert. Yeah, Gilbert used to be almost all the time, but you know, he started a new job, and but yeah, it's funny when I post, I just feel like I'm always talking to like 3 people, and I forget there's a literal unseen audience out in behind, you know, off the stage that I'm not seeing, and I'm, you know, it's like I forget sometimes. I'm like, oh crap.
And anytime I want to tell you something or I need to tell you something, I just message you directly.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And I mean, I've got a list of like constant, you know, DMs coming in from all kind of people to just, you know, and then the thing is 90% of what people want to tell me is not like private or anything. In fact, many times, I don't know if people like this or hate this, but sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, hang on, let me post this in the general. You know, I think Bruno thinks that I probably go a little too far with that from time to time, because he's always like freaking out. Like he's a privacy, like, nut. He's like, oh my God, I wouldn't say that. And oh my God, I don't know if you should do that. And I'm like, just type whatever, you know. And he's just like, okay. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, you guys are where at in Pennsylvania?
like northeast central PA, near Scranton-ish.
We're about an hour from Wilkes-Barre, PA, southwest.
What's the closest like airport? What's the major airport?
Avoca.
No, Williamsport.
Yeah,
Williams.
No.
Like Little League World Series, Williamsport.
Oh, yeah.
That's like, what,
45
45 minutes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
about an hour.
In terms of airport, Wilkes-Barre is the closest one.
Yeah.
And Philly will be the
Wilkes-Barre?
next biggest after that.
What the heck? That's I've never heard of that city.
Well, you know Scranton from the.
I know
Office,
Scranton.
right?
Yes, of course.
Wilkes-Barre's like right on the other side of a mountain from Scranton. They're very close to each other.
So these
And
two
Wilkes-Barre is a major. Wilkes-Barre has a major airport.
It's an international, if I remember right.
it is an international.
It's a smaller
Really?
one. Like you can't do.
It's a puddle jumper. You can only go. I think the furthest you can go with it would be like Ohio. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is not a major airport.
No, I mean it's
Philly's the closest major.
It's
airport.
considered a major airport because it has the capacity to get you to another bigger one.
Gotcha.
But
that's the way my local airport is. Like Beaumont, Texas, is the airport. But again, like you're saying, I mean, yes, it's a major airport, but I mean, there's one airline that flies out of it, and it only goes to Dallas, and that's it. So you got to fly from here to Dallas to do anything. Otherwise, I just drive to Houston, which is 2 hours away. Yeah, and I got two major airports.
That's like in Los Angeles. Los Angeles, you have, of course, LAX, which everybody knows.
Sure.
And then you have Bob Hope Airport.
Right.
Which is in the valley. And it's like, oh, yeah, we can go to Bob Hope. Well, where's that going to take you? Furthest it's going to take you is up to Oregon or Vegas.
Yeah. And that's kind of the way. I mean, Houston's a little bit better than that, but you've got Bush International, which is the mega airport, and then you have Hobby Airport in southern Houston, which is mostly for regional-ish. It'll take you to Vegas, and it'll take you, to California, most of the West Coast and all that. Yeah. But it's not, like Southwest is the biggest airline that flies out of Hobby. And so otherwise you go to Bush, so Bush International is where you basically fly out of.
Yeah.
So how far away is Philly then from you guys?
Philly's about 2.5 hours.
No, you better go a little more than that. It's about 3.
I'd say no.
As I say, it only takes me 2.5 in my Challenger.
It takes me 2.5. All right, so here we are. Here is Scranton up here.
Yeah.
Here's Wilkes-Barre. Bloomsburg is the only town in Pennsylvania, and then here we are.
It's not actually a town.
Not anymore.
Yeah, they still say it is. And then here we are in little old Millville. Williamsport is where Little League Baseball was born, and the World Series is held every year. Yep. So that's where I work. And then if we zoom out, there's Hershey down here, about 2 hours away.
I've been to Hershey.
And here's Philly out here, about 2.5
Oh, wow. I would bet that's a trip, right?
2.5 hours. That's not too bad. Like, basically, we take Interstate 80 east and then the turnpike down, and it's not too bad.
Gotcha.
It's expensive.
It is. And then it's like almost the exact same to get to New York City.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we're like 3 hours from New York, 3 hours-ish from Pittsburgh, like... Yeah.
When we were in college and shortly after we got out, I'd go up to New York all the time for auditions.
Never been.
I had a student in when I taught in Mount Carmel. Every weekend they would go. Yeah. They've been in Walking Dead and all kinds of different shows.
Oh, so they went down to Atlanta.
They've done that too,
yeah.
But
that's cool.
The auditions would be in New York.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. The audition that still bums me out that I never got was being Colonel Sanders for Taiwan. Yeah. I auditioned for Colonel Sanders for Taiwanese Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. Love it.
A friend of mine also did the audition, and I was like, oh! We didn't get it.
That is awesome. Love it.
Like, it wasn't bad pay either. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. It was like $10,000. They'd fly out for a week, do everything, and then take you back.
I mean, sounds cool to me.
Like, I'd get all the KFC I could eat. Good enough for me. Finger looking good. I would have made a great Colonel Sanders. Come on.
God.
No, Colonel
Love
Sanders,
it.
you're wrong.
What are you, Colonel Sanders? What's wrong, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
Prepare the ship! Prepare the ship!
Love it.
What's wrong with him? He's an asshole, sir.
I know he's an asshole.
What's his name?
That is his name, sir.
Asshole. Major asshole.
Oh,
God.
man.
Who hired
Love
this
it.
man? I did, sir. He's my cousin. That's another asshole.
Surrounded by
How many assholes are on this ship?
Oh, that's what I thought. I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep firing, assholes.
Oh man.
That should be
Love
our
it.
next episode of video.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have many memories of my grandfather, but that's one I remember very fondly, is watching that movie on repeat with him and just laughing the whole time.
I see your sword is as long as mine, but
Big as-
can you, as big as mine, but can you handle it?
Love it.
I kind of want to end this conversation with you with a question of reprint.
Yes. That's
So
a
it's-
good question.
It's garnering a following, but
Maybe I can
a
buy
lot
it
of these
myself.
people probably won't, like, if it's anything like what I've seen in previous crowdfunding or even seismic crowdfunding, like, not everyone's going to back it even if they're following it, right?
Oh yeah.
So what number, do you have a number in your head of what you're aiming for before you hit go on this?
So realistically, I had, believe it or not, this is no bots either. 10,000. In fact, I had 11,000 followers for the original Kickstarter.
Mhm.
So now, to be fair, Kickstarter, you need that kind of volume because Kickstarter's conversion rate is much, much, much lower
Right.
than GameFound. Because GameFound, you are literally targeting the gaming audience. Kickstarter is anybody and everybody. It's just like a retail store at this point. You're marketing to everybody walking down a Walmart aisle is kind of the way you do Kickstarter.
Mhm.
GameFound is more like a game store. Your audience is the people walking in the door, So you don't need the same level of followers to be able to get a reasonable conversion rate. Also, fun fact, by the way, the Kickstarter average spend by a Kickstarter backer on a board game is about $42. Average spend by a GameFound backer, you ready for this? $171 average.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So clearly, GameFound is where I needed to be all along. And my
Right.
original marketing company that I worked with, they swore up and down Kickstarter was the way to go. And I was like, nope, I want to be on GameFound. And of course, had I not, had I continued to listen to them, which I ended up firing them and just doing everything myself, which my wife told me to do ages ago. And she was mad at me because she was like, why didn't you just do all this yourself? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing everything myself. So anyway,
Or you should listen to your wife.
yes, and yes, that is why this game is here. Honestly, she really gets full credit for it. But the thing is with GameFound, I launched on GameFound with roughly 3,800 followers initially, and it grew a little bit, and then it shrank a little bit. Back and forth in numbers. At one point, I was actually over 4,000. I can't believe, Dan, you missed it. You didn't even go with it. I saw you thinking, though. I saw the gears spinning.
I'm keeping it low.
There was this weird bout of maturity that washed over you that I was like, damn, he didn't even bite. Anyway.
What's wrong with him? I'm getting tired. I've been sick.
Anyway, I did break 4,000 followers, I think right before launch with GameFound's original campaign. And then it kind of diminished down to roughly 3,800. And what's really amazing, by the way, this is absolutely seismic-y compared to other campaigns. The number of followers fall off a cliff after the campaign ends because nobody wants to read the updates. Nobody cares. They're like, oh, I didn't back this game. Unsubscribe, basically.
Yeah.
Almost nobody has unsubscribed from the original campaign. I still have 3,600 active followers on the original campaign, which is unheard of.
I
for
think
a
I'm
past
still one of
campaign.
them.
I bet so.
Get emails.
I do, actually.
Yeah. and most people unfollow original campaigns, and so particularly campaigns they did not back. But it was Seismic is a weird standout. In fact, even GameFound wrote me about it, and they said, "What is going on, like with your campaign that all these people that didn't back are still following along?" And I'm like, "Well, it's because I'm writing a novel and I'm just doing it one update at a time, and so it's kind of like a subscription service that you get new chapters every week." And so they were like, "Okay, whatever you say." Basically,
Seismic, a memoir. I like it.
Yes.
Seismic.
So yeah, they did say my campaign is an anomaly. But anyway, so I really would like the second campaign to have roughly around 3,500 to 4,000 followers, and my hope would be is that the campaign launching it again or whatever, and then all the reviews, all the discussions, particularly if EFKA, from No Pun Included, if he ends up reviewing it well, which again, anything's possible with that. He may hate it. He may hate it, and that could sink the whole future of the game. But Dice Tower got it. Tom Vassell loved it initially, but his tastes change over time. Yeah. He may get this. Him and Chris Yee, they may go, you know what? This was kind of fun when we played it, but I can't recommend it. You just never know.
Yeah.
So, and of course, they command a lot of attention, a lot of eyeballs. Same thing with EFKA. The guy, what's his name? Board Game Bollocks that everybody wanted me to do. That guy may make or break the game as well.
Right. It seems like it's his kind of game from the videos I've seen from him.
I think it is. You just never know. Seismic is so bizarre as a game because it does not fit into any particular category. There are Ameritrash gamers like Board Game Bollocks that will play this and go, I just want to roll dice and kick people's ass. Yeah. And they may not care about the building the ship part or the Euro style game, right, gameplay with cards and all that. But then you might get a Euro player who normally hates, Ameritrash games and be like, "Oh, I love everything about Seismic. I just hate the conflict and the dice," which I've heard before. So you just never know, I mean, I love Seismic because it is an amalgamation of all the things in the hobby that I love, which is the Euro gameplay, but with the Ameritrash conflict. And so, there's not hardly anything on the market like that. Not to mention it's no score, no points, which I hate in games because it's always arbitrary. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, well, I got 10 points. I'm the master of the universe, and I now own Mechatol Rex because I have 10 arbitrary points. It's like, no, give me an objective, give me an objective. I launched the ship. That's why I won, So
I don't know if you've heard, but we have started getting a lot of sway over in Europe a little bit, a little down in South America and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Number one in Finland.
Yes, we are. We're number one in Finland.
Nice.
It must be my sexy, awesome American voice that all the ladies love.
I love it.
Well, that's quite a cough you're getting there, man.
Wow, Matt, are you getting sick?
Gotta be the proximity here.
So to answer your question, yes. I mean, I would, I really would like to have close to 4,000 followers. We're at 860, I think, when I last looked. Yes, but that's 860 with zero ad dollars right now. So not a single dollar has been spent. And let me tell you, 860 followers for free is already off the charts for any independent creator. I mean, that's already a huge deal. And if I only need, and I've done literally nothing. And of course, the closer it gets to launch, the more GameFound advertises it. And so, and the higher it reaches the ranks. So my guess is that if I constantly am still trying to, if I stick with the supposed launch date of May, which is kind of crazy to think about right now, but if I stick with the proposed launch date of sometime in May, then it is quite possible I will meet that goal and never have spent a dollar. And then if that is true, I'll launch and then see what happens because, the Russian copy, I think I may have mentioned that in Discord, but there's a guy from Armenia who lives in Russia. He contacted me. He got his game today from China because it has to go through a bunch of channels because nobody will ship to Russia. I can't ship to Russia. So he got his game through a variety of channels, and now he wants to place an order for 500, possibly 1,000 copies of the game in Russian, and he's going to do the entire translation.
Wow.
And so he's got a team of people. And so because Russia can't get anything from basically out of the country right now, they're limited on things like entertainment. And he is providing an entertainment that, you know, if he can just get somebody to give him the rights, I'm like, sure, you can have the rights to Seismic in freaking Russia. It's not like I'm never going to have an audience there myself.
Right.
So, I mean, if you can figure out a way to get Seismic to Russians, be my guest and let's do it. So he gives me a licensing fee, and he wants to order somewhere between 500 and 1,000 copies in Russia. That already gets me either a third or even 2/3 of the way to a full print run, which is 1,500 units. And Longpack doesn't care about the language; they care about the material. So
Right.
the miniatures are obviously the biggie. So if I get, say, 300 copies, which I think is generous for Germany, let's say 500 for Russia. I have another outlet for China who they want to order between 500 and 1,000. I mean, if I just get 500 of Chinese, 500 of Russian, and 500 of German, I'm already there, and all the English copies would just be gravy at that point. And then I can do my satellite, and I can do my moon, and I can do my last resort cards, and a bunch of new factions and a bunch of other stuff. And all of which will fit in the original box. So all I got to do is mail you the expansion, and you just drop it all in.
So if you do this second run, I'm definitely getting it. Nothing will stop me this time.
Awesome. Love it.
Maybe her.
I do have to sell my existing copies before I also commit to another one, because that's another problem, because I got a new pledge today. I had a new pledge yesterday. So they are trickling out, but I've got about 200 copies that I need to sell between now and May-ish. And I am wondering, once it hits like conventions and a few of these, there's a guy named Nick Darrow who is in California, in LA, and he does Instagram. Instagram and YouTube and a bunch of other stuff. And he's a backer, but I didn't realize that he is some influencer of some sort. He has a pretty big following, and tomorrow he's doing a full playthrough, an unboxing, a how to play, and a strategy setup. And I'm like, good Lord. And he's doing all of this on his channel and everything. And he's just like, yeah, I'll let you know how it all goes. And I'm like, okay. And I had no idea, like he's doing this big reveal thing. And I'm like, this is amazing.
That is so
Look
cool.
at that. He's got more champions than just us. This is awesome.
Oh yeah, the more the better. Absolutely.
Now we just need to cross-pollinate, get some of his viewers over to us. And
I don't know if it actually, by the way, that is funny, because I like to do stuff like that. I like to help like everybody else who helps me. I don't know, whenever I posted some of your, like our links and everything for our podcast.
Yeah.
Did you see any raise whatsoever on any of the updates whenever I
that's all
posted the
him.
stuff where
I don't check that stuff. I can't.
When the campaign went live, it definitely did. And then after that, not a whole lot. Like everyone kind of like jumped in on it at the start, and then they kind of trickled off after that.
right?
And then I think our audience is kind of like Jason Blake's on the show again.
God.
Talk about this guy every week.
This is the 5th time now.
So I see you found our friend there in the
I did.
the deck.
Well, you're talking about I forgot what we were talking about. You were talking about like things rising and falling.
Oh, yes, yes.
Dan being mature.
For
And,
once.
and that reminded me of the Minnesota Killjoy.
Oh yes, yes.
Gosh, like this campaign.
That saga was ridiculous.
The whole
It's so
campaign
crazy, isn't
is
it?
just it was as rambunctious and memorable as a game of Seismic. Like it was very fitting for the product.
So if you want to write a book about this, here's the title: Seismic Anomaly.
Got it. I love it. Love it. what was the funny Copenhagen Killjoy, right? They were talking about the guy in Denmark for that other campaign, Sky Empire. I said, I gave him a bunch of advice for his campaign, and I said, now all we need is a. Somebody said all we need is a Minnesota Killjoy, and I'm like, no, he's in Denmark. He needs a Copenhagen Killjoy. God. Yeah, that guy's campaign, it has done well. I mean, I think he's gonna do okay. I'm gonna keep my pledge. I was worried I was gonna cancel my pledge because I didn't know if he was gonna be able to pull it off. I'm still a little worried for the guy, but I think he's gonna be able to do it. So I'm gonna keep my pledge.
That's good.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What isn't now, right? I still feel like I gave Cysmic away. I know that you probably don't feel that way because obviously everybody paid a lot of money, but I mean, compared to like the stuff that everybody else sells, because I could have done a core version of Cysmic, and then I could have nickel and dimed everybody to death. The acrylic tokens is something that Awakened Realms always makes you pay premium for.
Yep.
I could have done cardboard fracture tokens, cardboard blueprint tokens. I could have done, regular dice and made you upgrade for the fancy dice. I mean, there's so many things that I just said, no, as a gamer, I want this. And I know if I want this, so do other people.
Way to go.
And so, it was almost like a love letter to the industry as gamers go, because I'm like, I'm not going to beat people up on their wallet for the things that I think are valuable. I think I'm just going to give everybody what I think is deserving of the community, I didn't spare any expense for myself.
As your first game, this is on par with something that we would get from Chip Theory, and we just got a new set of games and expansions from Chip Theory that
Cloudspire.
Cloudspire.
Oh yeah, Cloudspire. I've got it.
Absolutely ridiculous. I'd say this is on par with that.
Well,
that's the way of all of your components and everything.
I wanted to be in the same category as Awakened Realms, Cloudspire, Stonemaier. That's what I have been striving for, and everybody was, or even Simon in their heyday. But it is so difficult because to do. I had to do all of my yes. But yeah, the crazy thing is I had to do all of my own graphic design, my own rule book, my own miniatures, my all my own testing for all of my own die cuts. I mean, my God. And Awakened Realms, Simon, these guys have hundreds of employees, and they've got an entire team of artists, an entire team of graphic designers and writers, and and I'm over here saying, I'm gonna rival the Awakened Realms guys. And at the end of the day, I feel I got pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd put you in the same class.
Yeah.
I mean, just the components.
It is remarkable.
The game design,
like a dry erase marker.
Oh. I'm gonna throw something at you.
Remarkable.
Yes, I'm gonna hit you with the dry erase board.
Shut up.
Have you ever had one of those days where you just sit and reconsider, did I make the right choice in life?
Hey, there's no such thing as a free launch.
That's right. But I mean, even the packaging that all of this came in, it that's top tier.
I love it.
I don't think you came close. I think you matched what those can give.
There's always things to improve, but man, I'll tell you, I am ecstatic with the final end result. I mean, it is as close to the original design vision that I had. It is as close as I could get, and I love everything about it.
Same. Yeah.
It's still hard to believe it exists, right?
Well, I'm coming over tomorrow. We're playing this.
Okay.
And we are going to record it.
We already have plans.
Damn it! Plans change.
All right, so now that we have it on the table, it's old news. We'll just wait for Vitals to show up, and
I really do, because I don't have a whole lot to do for the second campaign other than just obviously manage it and everything. But as far as design work goes, I really, really do want to get some copies of Vitals made very quickly. And I got to send you guys a copy. I want to send you a copy. Yes, I need you to play test, do a quick review. It is
shucks.
It is
Yeah,
insane.
I mean, if
It is absolutely insane.
This guy.
It's
I guess.
You're like,
but it is so the opposite of Seismic in every way. I mean,
I imagine it being like a pretty small box, like maybe the size of Saito. Like from how you describe it, I imagine it being in a box like this when it's all said and done.
It should be, except for the boards. The boards may still cause it to be a 13 by 13 box, like a normal box. If I can fit it, depending on how I can get the boards to fold, I might be able to get the boards to fold down by 3 by 2. And if I can do 3 by 2, then I can get it down to a Cytosis size box.
Yeah.
But which would be fantastic, because I do want Vitals to go straight to retail if I can help it. I'll do a crowdfunding campaign just for the sake of like getting it out, in the wild early.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a cheap game. It's meant to be like a $50 game, not a $500 game like Seismic. It's super cheap to produce, and it is unlike Seismic, which can be 3 hours long or something. This game is literally 5 to 7 minutes, and it's so intense. It is so intense.
I really want to play it.
It's so freaking intense. I cannot wait for that to get out in the wild.
All right, Jason, we've had you on the phone here for quite a while.
I don't even know how long it's been.
It's
almost 3 hours.
Yeah, almost 3 hours. I mean, on par for our conversations.
Yeah. Pretty normal. Yeah, pretty normal.
So I don't want to hold you any longer, especially with the long week you've had, and this guy's not feeling the best, he said.
Well, I mean, this is the best I felt all week, believe it or not.
So
nice.
I just want to thank you so much for taking the time, as always, to hang out with us. It means the world to us, and this is just amazing. Like, there's no other way to put it. There's no amount of words to put into how happy I am to like see it real, not for me but for you, like it's just so cool.
I couldn't have done it without you. That's the thing. All of you guys, I cannot have done it without you. You guys made a difference. I mean, there's 2 copies already among just the 4 of you sitting there. I mean, Dan's now saying he's committed to another copy at some point. So
well, yeah, now that I'm better financially, hell yeah.
Dan's just
I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, the community that we've all become a part of is just amazing. It really is amazing.
Yeah.
I have to simply add this. Seismic is the first time that I have ever backed a game, thanks to this guy. I've backed 3 other ones.
Oh, God. So
we've created a monster.
Well, it's not so much he's created a monster, but the campaigns of the other 3 games are nothing like this. You've been open. You've been up front.
Yep. There's no community in those other games.
There's not.
Right?
And this is I hate to say it, you may be stuck with us for the rest of your days.
Who knows? I might ask you for a collab.
Well,
I've got ideas,
let's do it.
Well, that's something that we were talking about in the Discord. Like, when this game arrives, like, we need to find ways to keep talking with each other, because this community is awesome. Like, none of us wanted to peter out.
Right.
Peter.
I'm keeping my tittering back.
But if I can even keep designing stuff, I mean, obviously just Seismic alone, I mean, there's so much. The well is so deep on Seismic as a universe, as a game design. I mean, I have Seismic 2 that's already like, basically half designed in my head, where everybody's playing on the ship. The ship is, basically Seismic 2 is a literal follow-up, because now the ship is already 6 pieces, right? You have 6 players when you now launch, every single person at the table is all on the same ship, and the ship is falling apart because when the planet exploded, the ship that launched is now breaking apart, and your people are being sucked into the vacuum of space instead of the abyss of the planet. And so you're trying to keep the ship together, but everybody is kind of like doing infighting because everybody is a different group. The people in the warp drive are like, the kind of the blue collar people, the people in the, then you have the colonists in the colonist area, and they've got their own agenda. You've got the people that like basically are kind of the ship management and the crew and everything. I mean, it's like I have all this stuff ready for Cysmic 2. And then, of course, I've got Vitals. I've got a Call of Duty game. I've got a Mad Max game. I've got several other games I would love to bring to fruition. I've got a Captain Sonar style game that I really want to do.
Oh, yeah.
I've got so many. I'm ready to go on most of these games, but Cysmic has been all encompassing. And now, if it was not for the German translation team, I would hold off on doing a reprint of Cysmic. I probably would. I would probably just be like, okay, this is awesome. This is cool. I'm not going to touch Cysmic. I'm going to do other stuff. But because the Germans have put in so much work and they've done an amazing amount of effort and trying to get this, together for them, I honestly feel committed that I need to produce the game in German just for them, and
they've done an incredible job. Yeah.
It's truly amazing. I mean, I'm part of their other Discord that they have that is just the 5 guys doing all this all day long. They've worked nonstop for 5 months translating every single word of the game and not doing like a Google Translate kind of thing. We're talking like 10-hour conversations about like 3 factions and how they work, and then like exactly how to word it, particularly in German when there's not a direct translation. So we're talking like, and what's even more incredible, all 5 of these guys in Germany, none of them knew each other. Not a single one knew each other. They're all strangers. And they all came together, and they've now committed basically their entire lives to doing this freaking translation for this game. And they've never even played it until like a month ago.
I know.
They played it for the first time like a month ago.
Yeah, and I was like, how was the game? And they're like, it was great.
It's so crazy. And of course, what happened is then they had to go back to the drawing board on a bunch of stuff because having not played the game, if you only read the rules, you don't have a vibe for certain ways that things work. And when they finally played the game on TTS, they were like, oh crap, that's how that works. And then they had to go back and like change a lot of the translation. So, but honestly, anyway, that's why I'm kind of focused right now on the second printing, is because I feel like I owe it to them, because they've put in such an amazing amount of effort.
And I think hopping on that hype train, like if Cysmic picks up and if people see what we all see in it, then it wouldn't make any sense not to do it immediately, right?
I agree. I will say though that I saw a news article today. Right, in fact, it was about 4:00 this afternoon before I left. A buddy of mine sent this to me because they knew I was thinking about doing a second reprint. They're saying that they I forget what the source was on this. I would have to look it up again. But they're claiming oil could hit $172 a barrel by the end of 20 or the middle of 27 if things continue with the Iran war in the way that we're doing. $172.
He wants it to hit 200. That's his goal.
Who said this?
The leader of Iran.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So the problem is when you think about things like that, the amount of freight, the cost of freight goes up astronomically at that point.
Yeah.
Because it's not a linear increase. They have to percentage overage the actual price. So that is sometimes a logarithmic change. Even when the price of oil goes up a certain amount, then the price of the freight will go up logarithmically. And so you end up with freight that right now costs, $5,000 to $10,000 for a 40-foot container, suddenly goes to $50,000 to $60,000 for a 40-foot container. And so you how do you budget for games that would deliver in 2027. You just how in the world do you budget for shipping right now? So that's why I'm a little freaked out just today from that little bit of news, because I don't know I don't even know how the guy from Sky Empire is gonna ship everything in 2027 if everything continues on the path like it is. Yeah. So the world is crazy. The world is crazy. So God only knows what we're gonna see in another year in prices, for board games and anything else for that matter. Yeah. So anyway, but yes, not to leave on the bad note like that, but yes, I am mildly nervous, and I would like to do many other game designs. I have so many other designs I want to pursue, but I still feel like Cysmic just takes every instance of my moment of every day. I am constantly answering questions. I'm constantly fielding, just thank yous and all the things. And I'm just one person. I'm doing literally every single thing myself, 100%. Managing everything, and then I have a day job where I manage a robotics company. I manage a department. I got other things that I've got to do, and I've got a wife, kids, dogs, cat. It's a lot. So yeah, I do want to do more stuff, but woof, man, Cysmic was a hell of an accomplishment. So
yeah, absolutely,
totally worth it.
Says the guy who didn't have to go through any of the stress. It was worth it, Jason.
Hey,
it reminds me of Animaniacs.
That's right.
What's the Animaniacs? It's like, some of you may die, and I'm willing to make that sacrifice. So yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, I always love talking with you guys. I really appreciate you having me on tonight, of course. And obviously, I couldn't have made it without you. You've literally got it right there in front of you. Without you guys having the faith, having the belief in me and all of that, we wouldn't have it, be here having this conversation. The community wouldn't have existed. All of those things, it belongs to all of us. Cysmic is really a true reflection of everybody involved. It's just an amazing project.
Yeah. And I can always play every game and say, I can see my house from here.
Fantastic. I love it.
Oh, PJ.
Jason, thank you again for coming on. It's just always so much fun talking with you.
Oh yeah.
And I loved watching their reactions to opening this thing up and just going through it all. It was so much fun.
I know, I love it. And nobody's ever really ready for the relic token.
No one's ready. The Lord, they're heavy too. That's a hefty bag.
Yeah,
right there.
he gave me one piece of the one relic, and I went, "Ooh, it's metal." And then he put the whole bag in my hand. And I went, oh my god!
Yeah,
I think I calculated it, by the way, and the relic tokens by themselves, I think are 7% of the weight of the box. Yes, it is insane. Crazy. Yeah, so I love it.
Well, I think the next time we have you on, I will have to bust out the copy of Colonial Marines.
Oh God!
And we can collectively bitch about it.
Yes. I'll take a lighter and I'll melt mine on camera while you do the same.
Right. We'll bitch about a property we the three of us hold so close to our hearts.
Yes, and I will damn the company for making a horrible product in my universe.
Yeah, right. Well, I think this was made by Wayland Yutani, so that explains it.
But yeah, whenever we do a live stream, we'll send you the link. So if you're available, you can hop on in and watch the chaos.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
Chime in and laugh at the dirty deeds this little bastard's going to do.
That's right.
But they
love it.
Done dirt cheap.
Nice. Love it.
I only lost once, and that was to Richard.
Twice.
No, twice. You
lost
beat
to
me
me.
once. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Richard won that game that we were in.
He kicked everyone's butts.
Yes.
I do remember
that. Was the night we kept going. Just let him win. Just
Yep, I do
Jason,
remember
shut
in the
up.
morning.
Just let him win. And you're going, oh well, Richard, you can do this. Like Jason,
You couldn't
shut
stop
up.
him from launching. Like,
Shut up.
That was awesome. I do remember that.
It was so much
great.
fun. Oh.
She was completely passed out.
That is awesome.
All right, take care. Have a great night.
Absolutely. I'll catch up with you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Anytime.
Of course. See you guys around.
See
See
ya.
ya.